Yes, he mentioned it. So, yes, so it's a very, very strategic and very, very symbolic thing for all of us. For all of us. And I was surprised, honestly speaking, because the way they make it sound like Obi is just an internet people, he doesn't really have politicians, but look at how the whole Southeast, who is who in Southeast politics, most of them were on ground. Who is who in Southeast politics, most of them were on ground. Who is who in Southeast politics, most of them were on ground.
Governors, people like Professor Osunbo of Edo State, saw people like Patu Tome, the greatly respected Patu Tome, saw Tamboa there, saw a lot of people there, saw some Southeast leaders, key strategic Southeast leaders. What this means is that Obi really went to consult with everybody, consulted with leaders over there, and made it a very, very strategic moment. House of Reps members, Senator Abaride was there. I mean, there's no how you can see that kind of formation and still call Obi a lightweight politician, or you go and use Anambra election to classify Obi. That is going to be a very, very stupid thing to do. I'm very, very happy with the speech, most especially by Peter Obi. Obi's speech, I can summarize it by saying that he said, I have gone to read about what is making other countries what they are today. I went to go and discuss with the people who spearheaded it, and I have gone to go and do my research on how they did it. He went to Indonesia. He even mentioned Paul Kagame, and so on and so forth. So you can see that Obi is not coming in to just grab power like he always says, but he is coming in to change the lives and give Nigeria another name. And this is why people like us love and sincerely love Obi. In fact, there is a statistics, I think Chinos also mentioned it. I love listening to Chinos, so it's very detailed. But there's a statistics that Obi even reeled out of, I think, is it Indonesia or one of these countries that produces more rice than Nigeria. And 2 states in Nigeria is even bigger than 2 states. He mentioned Niger and one other state. It's bigger than that country. But they still produce more rice than us. So one thing I also noticed is that he was emphasizing it that in the coming months we are going to tell people what is the difference between what you saw in APC coalition with this coalition. We will tell you the difference. We will tell you what we want to do. We have professors here. He mentioned Osumbo. He mentioned Patu Tome. These are people great economists. We will show you real time how with data, how we are going to create jobs for you. Because like I said, tax is a social contract. You go and invest in people before you start collecting tax from people. You cannot be taxing people, the capital of poverty in the world, 130 million people in extreme poverty. So he's saying that we are going to show you people the difference. We are going to show you people what we will do differently. And this is why I love and support this man with every single thing that I have. I do not regret any day. I don't think there's any day I've ever regretted supporting Obi. And I am calling on the members of coalition. It is very, very clear who is holding the momentum right now. It is very, very clear who is ready to Nigeria to the next level. All we just need to do is to align behind this man called Obi, work out how we can do and take Nigeria to where we need to be. We can build something behind this man who has a great vision. You can listen to the clarity of thought. You can see how he is different from other politicians, not making funny promises. I'm going to build road. I'm going to build this. I'm going to. He's telling you how he can do it in practical terms. And this is why we need people like Peter Obi in strategic positions in Nigeria as the president, and strategic to defeat this Tinubu-led government. So honestly, today I am so happy. I remember I don't think I celebrate politicians like that, but this time when Sarah, I think is it Sarah Ibrahim, I've forgotten this woman's name now, said that this is the first time to be in a party and get a card, be a membership of a party. I was so happy to hear that. Aisha Yusuf, yes, Aisha Yusuf. I started dancing because I was watching it on Arise TV over here and everything. So I am so happy with what has happened today. I am so happy. You could see how everybody was saying. In fact, some of the leaders in the Southeast, key top men, I could not get their name properly and their names properly, were calling Peter Obi Okute, meaning that, they have handed this leadership position to him and they are going to align with his vision and his motion for the people. And this is very, very glad. I'm calling on all obedience. This is the time for us to take charge of our party. Infiltrate that energy that brought 2022, 2023, infiltrate, bombard every single thing. Take it as your own personal project. Invest in it. Be passionate about it. And let's ensure that at the end of the day, Obi leads this coalition, this ADC, into something better. I am so happy today. This is a great day for all of us. This is a strategic day for all of us. This is the best way to enter the new year. And I'm hoping that with this momentum, we'll keep on moving forward and forward and forward. Thank you very much, Jagu, for this great space you're holding. And I hope to learn and listen to more people. Thank you. I yield the mic.
Thank you very, very much. Let me reiterate and establish, for emphasis sake again, that today history was made earlier on. You know why? Because for the first time in a very long while, the Southeast would come together behind a purpose, in unity, and recognizing one person as their leader. That's history. In a socio-political space, that's a major paradigm shift. Because it completely alters all of their permutations and calculations in the leading political party, governing political party rather. It completely does that. Because you are talking about a block now tilting towards one direction. Maybe we don't yet, we are yet to sink that in. When you do, please request the mic and tell me what I'm missing, or tell me if I am happy. Congratulations to all of us. And again, this is hope being sold to us. Okute said it, and actually that's what happened. He sold us hope just when we thought that the compromise was completely against the Nigerian people. But here we are.
Jackie, you know, like, so I talk this way. You know what's too funny me? I just see one tweet. They don't carry Tinubu coffee, no. I hope you are ready for the kind of campaign of calumny will come in 2026 because I them start I see one man we carry the man coffee. Tinubu must go coffee.
My
Hey,
brother,
wahala dey.
they never
Our
learn.
Nigerians dey vex.
Grandmaster, as I speak to you, I'm sure that they are reconsidering, that tax regime kicking off tomorrow. I am so definitely they are reconsidering it because we have nothing to do right now. We have no. We are
Oh,
not
yeah,
fighting right now.
they already put out a kind of
Jagun.
a press statement.
Let
talking
them
about,
bring
the
it.
portal is open for what
Let
do you
them
call
bring it. Let's bury them very well.
Yeah, I saw the post just I think about a couple of minutes ago that they are saying that hold on, let me see. Nigeria tax ID portal goes live effective January 1st, 2026. The man is not here for governance. The man wants to get his money and leave. I think
we
possibly
will see. We will see what we'll be waking up to in the morning. Everything can change in few hours from now because Nigerians can just change it all by tomorrow morning. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow morning, but let's just wait and see. But for now, there is a direction. Speaking about our political, direction, there is a pathway now. We have somewhere we are going, and there is an identity. I'm happy that it did happen today. We will still come, like I said earlier, to this all of those implications. All right, that these bring. But for now, let us continue to take reaction. We are still very much here. Doc, that will be you.
Greet everybody. I believe so. Thank you so much. Oh, grand. Chwale. Jagun, man, this is the first time I'll be speaking in your space. Like, I love the great job you've been doing. I'll continue to say power, Nah, they say, commit the hour, commit the man. I think it was today. I was like, with tears in my eyes. When Peter Obi was speaking, I remember the great thing. When the big masquerade comes on stage, other masquerades will stand behind. Yeah, Republican people saying people don't have leaders. We have leaders. You don't impose leadership on us. You don't stay in one place and call yourself whatever title. And you think everybody will follow you. No, Peter Obi has always told us, I will consult and I will carry along. That was what happened today. A statement was made today. Where was that? In the heart and soul of the people. During the colonial period, during the First Republic, during during the Fourth Republic, Enugu, he made a statement. Before today, any woman with declares, well, what all of them, they go to Sokoto, they go to somewhere else. But we saw an Igbo leader. That was why Emunaya Abadi, one time deputy, in terms of politics, in terms of politics,
Peter Obi did acknowledge that there.
Exactly, and which he said. People asked him, he told them, Oge Rube, say time never reach. And that is why people like us, we've not spoken all this while. We were waiting. Commit the hour, commit the man. The hour came today, the man came today. Oge Rube, and we fall in line. Ndi Igbo have spoken. The Southeast have spoken. The obedient movement have spoken. Patriotic Nigerians from the North, South, East, and West. You can see the representative there. From David Mark in the Middle Belt. The Anyoma axis, Western Igbo, Patutomi was there. Igbo Buruburu were there. Igbo Obi, members of Ohanese, they were there. Senators, past and present, were there. Governors, past and present, were there. Across parties. This is our Republican nature. As Chinua Achebe described in the village, things fall apart. When we sit down with everybody, no matter your party, no matter who you are, we will speak. Take the best idea, the best part. We have gone back to that age. The man who spoke today, the man who every great men that have come out from the southeast. He represents the political diplomacy and sagacity of the He represents the heart, the beating heart of it that was exemplified by Timo Biko. He showed that Igbo intelligence that was exemplified by Chima 3-1. That was who spoke today. And there was something he told us. And like so many of us have said, we believe there's been agreement among themselves. P2B is not a fool. And he said, I didn't go everywhere. There's already there's meeting before meeting. This is this kind of program. It's just let's keep going. What we have to do now, we have to mobilize, pick up ticket, register for voting, and if they are going to do primary, we are going there.
You left someone behind. Mentioning one of the, the representatives of the legitimizers was there.
You can, the grandmaster himself. Ekene, I will call you Ekene your name today. You are not the grandmaster.
You see, I chose my name very, very wisely. I'm a very wise man, you know.
You know, see,
I'm a wise guy, you know.
Obasanjo's right.
Oh, you all day your
That
head.
great
All
man,
day your head. All
that
day.
great man called Pa Ayo. He said, if it will be losing this election, like, this is why I tell people I don't debate. I don't debate. Like, I cannot even sit down and discuss governance with any person who supported Buhari and still supports PDP. And still support Tinubu. Obviously, you don't know what governance is. Obviously, you have chosen to either be dead or pretending to sleep. Adebanjo said, despite Tinubu was his brother, he said, if P2B loses this election, if you watch keywords, people use lines. He spoke about the unity of Nigeria. He spoke about love. Nobody divided this country. APC used religion divided. Used brutal barrel tribalism divided South. Brutal barrel people who had no history of fighting themselves at each other. In our whole history, never conquered the land. How is it under under this Unisoki Abi is Emiloko. Just joining party, let us take this person out. This was what destroyed APC. This was why they came with bottom barrier propaganda. Used every means necessary to take Jonathan out, but they were not ready for governance. He used words like empowerment. You cannot be taxing people billions. There is no accountability. You didn't empower the people you are taxing. Guess what? I'm sad. Kidnapping, the rate of kidnapping will increase in this coming year. The rate of jihadism, killings, robbery, and all sorts will increase. It will be reminded us that over 130 people are living in poverty. That is the highest in the world, thanks to APC. Our economy,
not people, 130 million people.
people like human beings.
No, you say 130 people. I'm
like
saying 130 million.
And I see some obedient, and I see some people in opposition. We sit down and be discussing governance with people in the APC. Like how your economy from the fastest growing in Africa, you are competing with Iraq, a war-torn country that has no steady government. Like how? Nigeria has crossed the Rubicon. It is not time for we are convincing people. It is time for everybody to get to work. Our leaders have spoken. We saw them. They name everywhere they were represented today. It is Nigeria. Nigeria leadership, structure, and constitution that they did not hate themselves. Then you see the reprobate. They will tell you, their leaders, who We are heading to salaries. Like people will say, arise and shine. Nigeria, arise and shine. Participate. Be determined. Like APC. APC is determined to tax us to hell, to put poverty. We are determined. We will participate in this election. Buhari said something. Akasa, Achere, Araka. We are going to do that. We are not going to court. Ogbono for Ogbono. Oha for Oha. Ewedu for Ewedu. Apple for Apple. Togri for Togri. Dollar for dollar, pound for pound. It is the soul. It is the soul of Nigeria we are battling. Our leaders have spoken. And to war we go. But it's not going to be a war of guns and bullets. It's going to be a war of tact. Diplomacy, stoop to conquer, but eternal vigilance. Eternal vigilance is the watchword. We are heading to Salamis, Nigeria. Pa Adeban just said something before he joined his ancestors. Take back your country. We are taking back Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to all of us, Christians or Muslims, North or South, Igbo or not Igbo. It belongs to everybody. On that, I yield. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. David, 1 second.
Yeah.
What if Wiki decides to join ADC?
There must be an existing clause that bars Wiki from
I
ever coming
swear,
close to the ADC. Because
I laughed naturally. The laugh just come by default. I don't.
Fubara has played a fast one on him by joining the APC, so the man is just coasting in the air. The guy has an empty PDP to deal with, so he should go and rejuvenate the PDP. They should buy it from APC.
You know his last statement. He said, "Now we are no longer doing APC. We are not doing PDP. We are not doing party." He said, "We are doing."
That guy. There is a wire in his head. They need to check. Anyways, all right. Let's take. Let us give the right of way. Go ahead. It's a great day to be a part of this with humanity. Good afternoon. Loud and clear.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Grandmaster.
Thank you.
Anyway, but thank you so much. Lovely seeing all this lovely, amazing obedience or non-obedience. Yeah, thank you very, very much, guys. Really, really, really small problem. How you see it. Do you think I don't know, but do you also feel, I'm asking, I especially Grandmaster and am I crazy to be a bit skeptical because of all the things I've seen on the timeline since people spoke on stage? Because I was really what the feel of the people, and I've heard a lot of negativity. I tweeted at you, I responded to your thread, Grandmaster, yesterday or 2 days ago because of something I heard. In fact, I had to go back to that space and record what I heard was a Deji space. And there was somebody called Secret whatever that said a lot of bullshit against obedience, Peter Obi, basically throwing us under the bus and insulting Sarah so many things. And I hear things like that, and I'm a bit like, Adamu, Adamu is a regular customer. You know him, Grandmaster, the kind of rubbish he has said over time. Now I'm hearing him say things like, we need to come together. And I'm wondering, I know we need to come together, yes, but how are we coming together with? Because I think him is a certain kind of rhetoric, and I'm like on the fence, and I don't want to take it for food as do a lot of us. How are we going with this forward? Are we? Maybe I'm just rambling. Maybe
No,
too
you're not rambling.
You actually are not. You actually are
You're not
not.
rambling. Okay, let's do it like this.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. to us, directed us towards that. Let's quickly look at the political implications. Maybe sway your time. Let me Victor. One thing happened today is the fact that let me say it in a way that laymen will understand. There is no more different agendas from that part, and that's the it will be as acknowledged by all and sundry in that place as their leader, and they have all put and to the ADC within. Now, what my implication means that he went behind with office leaders and as well as stewards in the political space. And at the same time, that means he's got a block behind the primary speak of election, negotiation, political negotiation, it's got the upper hand. When you agree that when you put with a strong hand, you are going to dictate the tune. So that is what has played out. Well, that's I don't know if Chief people and grandmaster want to.
Yeah, I wanted to say something. You're right. I totally agree with your point. But for me, there's been a change in perspective. I'm just seeing this, the approach and the strategy that we have used to now actually become this. It gives me a lot of confidence that these guys know exactly what they're doing. And you see all these charlatans that are speaking, not talking nonsense or they are statistically inconsequential and they should not be able to be attended to follow. Because you see, one of the things that as we all know, is the fact that these guys are very smart politically and they know exactly what they know what can work in 2027. Okay, so I know so many things that they can do, but they are just, in my opinion, they're just being tactical and not trying to let the cat out too early too quickly. So they can afford people to banter online. I mean, nobody's going to stop. I can see whatever I like now. All anybody crazy. Other than that, I'll be brought out of this place. So that's not, that we can live with that. I think this is where they are coming from. I don't want people continue to flash online. By the time they see where we are doing, everybody will align. And those who will not align, who are going to expect to be in micro minority, will fall into it and then life goes on. But honestly, with the way things are going, majority of the people will align with it. So for me, the people who don't have their heads properly screwed on should be ignored, or you just listen to them. These guys are, that's why I think I just would be more interested in the body language of Peter Obi and some of these heavyweights within the coalition. That's the thing I'll take seriously going forward. Thank you.
Can I say something very quickly, Jago and my brother
Yeah,
Chief,
please go ahead
if I
before we
may?
yield back to
Okay, thank you. Dr. Talatu, you see, Dr. Talatu, you know me very well, right? I'm a guy that prides myself, I would say I pride myself for being, unforgiving. And I don't forget. I remember. My endurance is unmatched. If I put my sight on you, trust me, you'll be at it for a very long time. That's the kind of person I am. I won't let you go. And I've been doing this to these guys. So I've actually been having my fair share of I know people are doing it, right? But above all these things, just like he said, a lot of these people do not matter in the grand scheme of things. Nobody knows these people, right? Forget all the online noise, all this nonsense. These people only became relevant when Twitter came up. On ground, nobody knows who they are. I can mention a couple of them here that actually did not win their own. That's how useless many of them are. So I don't really, I engage them in battle of wit out of just sheer fun. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it, dragging people online, right? I like doing it, right? But If I'm actually taking them seriously, I don't, because I know that they are not capable of anything. Now, what I would say is this. I have actually been in the same position as you. Many of you remember that on your face, I gave a very, I gave a position where I told you that I'd rather have people I work there as a candidate and actually get involved with these people. See, but after I thought through it myself, I said, well, this is kind of campaign because one thing is for sure, P2B will still get. This is what APC is looking for. They want a divided presidential run, right? That's the only way Tinubu is going to be able to retain us. Now, P2B spoke in that space before he spoke in the last when he spoke, right? He gave us assurance. And I told myself, maybe it's actually my time I started. Maybe it's actually my time I started, believing. Maybe I have not believed where I think I should have. Maybe it's actually time. I don't think to be full. When he speaks confidence, I say this is my issue for the This is a man that knows what he's doing. And trust me, he is carrying Nigerians along. And to be the man that will sit in the room and see when Nigerians are going to be selected to see it's not that hard. Just like I said earlier, there is nothing in this for him. Rather, he will lose. P2B is not going there to reach himself. P2B is going there purely because he wants the country to change.
Let me just give right? Hold on, you like that. One of your arch enemy. He just said, I will as promised, I am not from ADC. I am now a non-Nigeria and I have to remain as a Democrat. I will put the idea of blah 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 blah. Coming from CEO Abu.
Yeah, okay. You see when I spoke about inconsequential news and stuff, actually the person I had in mind, because he did not deliver his policy in 2023. He lost PDP lost. That's how bad it was. So, the point I'm making is, I think I should follow P2B now, right? Am I an ADC party member? I am not. I don't want to be any party member. The only party I ever tried in my life to belong to was the Labour Party. But because of their lack of organization, I ended up losing interest. I'm not going to do it, but P2B has my full support. That is any day, anytime. Like I said, my PVC is in the freezer, frozen and waiting for that man. The moment I see him on the ballot box, I'm going to, ballot paper, I'm going to vote for him, right? So what I'm saying is this: for now, let us just trust him. Let's believe that he knows what he's doing, because I believe that he knows what he's doing, right? Let's see how things pan out. And I believe that he's going into the ADC not to go and play second fiddle. He's preparing for battle. Every single word he says, you understand, confirms that he's not going there to joke. The man knows what he wants, and he's going for what he wants. He didn't start today. The last page actually showed us everything we needed to know, or told us everything we needed to know about him. So for now, I believe him. Please, yes, it is okay to be very skeptical. I don't even expect everybody to jump on the bandwagon currently, right? Even me, I'm not fully on the bandwagon. I'm only supporting my principal because he made the decision, and I will always support whatever he does. But I think with time, many of us will still come around. Even if we do not, completely, accept the ADC per se, the fact that P2B is there is a kind of a succor to me that at the end of the day, the right thing will be done on behalf of the Nigerians who are out there. Thank you very much. That's it from me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I feel a bit at ease because I felt that I was the only one that was thinking this. But I also feel that a lot of us need to avoid certain spaces because we hear a lot of negativity that we don't need. And I don't know if it's just me or a lot of us need to either we continue countering certain narratives that are online. Like whenever we see that bullshit flyer as Peter will be as VP, we need to counter certain things like that. But I just feel that I don't want to engage these people anymore.
Dr. Talatu, will somebody move a whole region that is backing him to go do VP?
Well, that's true. That's another angle.
Dr.
That's very
Talatu,
true.
were you at
Let me
the meeting with Peter Obi? Did you hear the statement, the key point he was
Today's
giving?
own,
No,
today's
no,
meeting.
the
Oh,
one
the
we had with
space.
him.
Yes, I
Yes.
was from beginning to end. I
You
was.
should be double confirmed that this man will not do all. He will not go around the whole world to come and settle for VP now. Do they learn how to become VP?
Not really. Yeah. That's true.
So anybody that bring that thing, even on Jagun space, I know Jagun will first draw him to order. Guy, we know where you're going. You understand? I trust Jagun for
Yes.
that. That one,
Yes,
he has been
yes.
steadfast. Even in his dream, he will call you to
Mm,
order. So don't just calm, rest your mind. And Grandmaster, I beg that your PVC where they inside fridge. I beg go come out from that fridge because NEPA no day. If you
Freezer,
go,
and freezer, put and a freezer. Don't even feel safe. The thing don't block since. The thing they blocked since I think 3 years now. It they blocked.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
All right.
thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure,
People,
Doc.
there are snakes
Sure.
among us anyway, but we move. But thank you everyone for listening to my fears and my insecurity. But yes, we move. Thank you and Happy New Year in advance.
Thank you very much, Doc. Yeah. We move. It's a great day. Kolade, before you go back, let's give Kolade a few minutes because
Okay.
he's just got like 10 minutes between work and the space. Let's give him. We'll continue.
Yeah, I've been listening. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jagun. Thank you, everyone. Dr. Talatu actually brought me up. Look, my sister, your concerns are valid, but as we speak today, today that I know we don't pass that level. Again, they keep saying PO is not decisive. PO is this, PO is that. PO is, I'm like, people keep saying a whole lot of things, but now it's glaring to everybody that PO is a dangerous, look, the word dangerous politician, dangerous one. Now it takes me back to Fayoshe. If people, I think Fayoshe knows PO so well. Remember what Fayoshe said? Like during the last whatever, he said that man you're saying, that is whatever. They will not leave him. They will not whatever. Whoever becomes Disney today and does not give him his own reverence, like he will remove that person. Now it's making sense. And look, you want to like officially announce the quote that you are now part of this political party. Now it's no more coalition. It's now a member of the ADC. And you gather the entire region. So let's even assume for 1 minute that let's even say, okay, he does not know what he's doing. Are we saying all the senators, all the House of Rep members, all the leaders from that region, from different political parties, are we saying they are all as dumb as PO, or they don't have political interest, or they don't know politics, or they've not been playing politics? Guy, I think God has answered our prayers. There is nothing else to say or to do. As we stand right now, that party belongs to all of us now. So now we have the full right to promote the coach, our candidate and his party. You get it? And to talk down on everything he do and his party, and to like trigger our people, intimidate the people, like do everything for us to now go and win our forthcoming election. Whether we like it or not, as of today, people is the face of the APC. And this is not about anything. I'm not talking now on anybody. We pass that level. Right now, it is ADC. Like that is where we are at our political party. People have been saying, oh, it should go and join party. Now we know it's party. Now we have a party. They said we didn't have a party like last week. Now we have a party. Without our party, we will win the government. We are right now. So my sister, go and put the temper. All those who are just online banter. We said it 2 days ago. Reality is setting in. Little by little, all such noise will begin to fizzle away. Some will not be able to stand it. They will fizzle out like Jagun Red. One person has gone into retirement. We'll still go and talk to our brother. It's still our brother right now. We need every hand on deck. But as it is right now, people, man of the people, ADC is about to do the right thing. They agree to do the right thing, which they will do. They have no choice. And all of us together, we will chase Tinubu out. That is where we are right now. And that is where we should sit on. God bless all of us. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So to my fellow ADC comrades, no worry. No worry. So please just give it Tinubu APC like they must go. Just chase them out. Just scatter everything for them. At least now we have a party. And now we know that our principal is running. The win of ADC is the win of it for everybody. Everybody knows that. Every politician knows that. And for those, it's not everybody that will become a member of the party. Not everybody wants to be a politician. We need to understand that. So there's no need possible. One thing must just be clear. ADC is a party as of today. And on that party we shall push to victory. And we know our principal is in that party to get them to victory. And we will get there together. Thank you.
I see those in those requests, Dr. Talatu and Peter. I see you. Once I'm able to move, okay. I think you've been brought up. Not yet. All right. Mustafa, can you hear me? Go ahead, please. I'm not sure he's there. All right. Let me remove you for active use speakers. When you are ready, you request again. Let's go with Peter. I'm bringing you up right away. Who will be going now? Go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Today is a very auspicious day, and I was so glad to have joined the live presentation and the live broadcast of Mr. Peter Obi reaffirming that he's with the ADC. I want to bring another perspective to this whole issue. You remember that they launched the ADC right there in Abuja. And then the big men in the ADC started to join one after the other. We had people from the Northwest, the North Central, and then we also had Atiku coming in from the Northeast. In fact, I am beginning to see that, or not that I'm beginning to see, I now really understand better when people say we have one of the wisest mentors, one of the wisest leaders to look forward to. Imagine if on that first day, Mr. Peter Obi had come with his Southeast agenda. That would have been the whole story these people in APC would have run with. But the structure, the understanding, the presentation, I hope you listened to his speech today. What a man. What words of wisdom. What knowledge. What articulation. I was just there and I was just wondering, how did we let this guy escape in 2023? Why did we not do even more to ensure this guy got there? Ladies and gentlemen, this is our opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a country to save. I want to congratulate everyone for making it to this day. And I want to also use this opportunity to invite everyone to come to the ADC, to bring all their neighbors and family members into the ADC. And when they cannot come to the ADC, let them get their PVCs and let them vote. I also have some information because someone asked when was the ADC Congress. I listened to another speech by Dr. AI, and one of the ADC officials there said that there are going to be two congresses, and all of this has to be done before July 31. The first congress is going to be an elective congress to fully democratize the party and to confirm the chairmanship and general secretaryship of David Mark and our friend from Osun State. So that will be the first congress. And then, of course, the second congress will be the one about the presidential party candidature. Based on what I've seen today, based on the followership, based on the support, based on the, in fact, the men of timber and caliber that came forth, all of a sudden, I began to see that actually these governors that have been the campaign, they are the minutest of this equation. And I don't even know why I even bother to even think about them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a war to win. Congratulations, everyone. I yield the mic.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Really personal, it's been a while. Like, good political moves that have for accompany and all of the ugly attendant factors that have characterized our political space in a very long time. Today was, you know, exemplary of the direction that we really want to take, a path to a new night. And the way it was made, all of the deliberate angles to the event today made it a great one. It's a great one and a great day to be part again of both good and for humanity's sake. Let's continue this conversation. We are still taking reaction. Like I said, we will come to look at what political implication this gives much later. Yeah, Dr. Talati, you dropped. Please return when you have the time. Yes, you have a reaction to give. Between Bethel and all right, Bethel, go ahead. I'll come to Kerry. Bethel, are you there?
Sorry, my environment is very noisy, so I cannot speak now.
Thank you. All right, okay, please go ahead.
Hello, good day. Can you hear me?
Good
Did
day.
you hear me? I said I'm in a very noisy environment, so I can't speak now.
I got you. I got you first. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so today I'm here for someone who actually believes in the capacity of P2B in leading Nigeria into a very successful country. This coalition is really a great deal. However, I have some points to raise. The first thing is that going forward from now, there will be a lot of propaganda from the APC. I will need to acknowledge all obedience or everyone who believes in P2B's leadership to be very vigilant because a lot of lies and propaganda. That time I saw Gayamo, being rubbish. So, those things will start coming out right now. You see a lot of people putting out things to confuse Nigerians. So I want every one of us to be at an alert. Then secondly, it will be mentioned something about rigging. What happened the other time is that in 2023, they rigged the election. So right now, if believers of the leadership of P2B need to be very strategic, such that we need to match them both on the ground. And then, I've been in platform where we are talking about technology, and that's a very good and a welcome development. We should try to bring in both technology and then boots on the ground to ensure on our own we should try counter that because that's one of the issues we had in the last election. So the issue of rigging is something that is very, very critical. And then, third, there are two ways if you believe in P2B, the P2B can be in the ballot paper for the coalition. It's either by consensus or by primary. Maybe you can agree with which is what we're feeling right now. But if you go by the trend, you know that political space is always volatile. So we also need to also be strategic. Yes, there's a plan A, which is the consensus, but we shouldn't rule out P, which is the primaries. And so if there is going to be a primary and the coalition is very critical in delivering Nigeria into good governance, every right-thinking Nigerian should also be strategic. And that is why someone like Aisha was able to go her way out and then align with a political party. That's a very strategic move. And I want every obedient to position themselves strategically. Consciously, it has to be a conscious effort. Not just that we have to leave everything and then think that it will just be a smooth ride, even inside the coalition. So we need to actually put up strategy that will ensure deliver good governance to them. And then finally, because people like me who believe in this, we think that it's not that P2B will solve all Nigerian problems, but based on trend, we be a transitional leader into good governance. And so, you need to also follow up because I believe that we can easily win the election if every little thing are taken care of. However, you need to try to track the process, try to follow it up, and most importantly, there's something that usually happens. Someone can come in and their role can be very good, and then when the destroyer comes in and destroys almost everything. So Nigerians need to be very conscious of this transition into good governance. So if someone is very well, then the next person that should come in shouldn't be a disaster. Then that is like one step forward, four step back. So these are some of the things we need to ensure. So all these things I've mentioned, I just hope that we consider them and put them into action. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Okere, for your thought. Bethel is not available, so we'll move to Chris. You there?
Yeah, Gags.
Good afternoon. What's up, brother?
All right. Good morning. Man. So, good. Um, I'm trying to catch up with what has happened. Glad to. I just scrolling through my phone to see pictures, videos, quotes, and then that was when I had Hello Doctor Talatu. So she was talking about uh the allowance for skepticism now, and I'm like, yeah, that one go happen, that one a normal thing, right? People will be skeptical, but at this point going forward, I think you, you don't even like everything is just going to sort itself. And why do I say this? Jack, about a few weeks ago, yeah, a few weeks ago, someone who I'm sure he's too old, probably in his late 30s, or maybe early 30s, this phase, he was called a pure, and it's not that those kind of such platform. So they're not just going to earn this money today because we're still going to see a few more. We're still going to have, I mean, even the train or the last few kicks in the break. So it's not something to what they are doing to control the people, and see how they can um, create maybe a few more twists to make them quickly align. You know what I'm saying? Um, while those who they've completely been pawns like from the beginning would not see what I'm saying now, or would not even see that as an option. But the smart ones amongst them will now, be rejiggling, reconsidering all that they've said in the past and try to maybe create a divergent for themselves, something to quickly make them align. I'm saying this because of what Dr. Talatu came up to say. It's okay to have questions. Yeah, it's not even me. I mean, I still have questions, but we are still going to see elements like this. It's not going to go away after what's happened in Ugu. It's not going to go away just like that. Um, for a young person to open a space and say, Peter Obi, are you confused politician? Peter Obi, you're this, Peter Obi, you're that. And the only question I asked that person that day was, let's say your mother trips the stairs right now and she broke her ankle. Are you able to call? What's the speed that for emergency in Nigeria? It's 999, right? Are you able to call 9999 for your mom to get relief? And it was utter. It's like in recent days that I've been saying collectively as Nigerians, it looks like our IQ is low. Individually, we are brilliant people. What we do, where we work, how we impact humanity. We're brilliant people, but in the collective, as a people, is our IQ that low? Because put forward that kind of question to someone, and you're expecting that that might kickstart maybe a minute around it, and even call you, they'll have you join the Peter. For them, they've made themselves they have punch you guys about questions for them. Yeah, put forward. Do you think this can happen if your mom needs help? You need to- you couldn't answer that, but it was as well. So I'm sure you see all these things. So I'm saying going forward, I don't think we're using a lot of energy expended on basketballs. Things are going to, sort themselves out. And events happening around us, including those who feel like they have an obligation to continue to call you names because you see a way forward and you see clearly who you should be putting behind, or even copy yourself. So basically, just events happening around all things that we feel so to speak. Like I said, the smart ones are amongst them. They will find a way to realize. They will find a way to realize because you know you will and then this statement that you know what I said. Yeah, I'll be very, very afraid if I can proverbial code that I push to the wall, that proverbial that I piece of. If it comes back and finishes you, you should be very, very I can do that. That go
Hey, I do feel that how can I be joining something that I've been I'm just looking to do a little bit. And I laugh because it's not my line. Like some people still feel like Peter Obi is an alien when it comes to the ADC. And I'm like, you're just mistaken. Yeah. So even though he said all of that, in public and all of that, I felt like if this man turned him back face now, because the optics, then let's tell ourselves the truth. It looked like we were all walking out, because it felt like you guys don't know what you are doing in the ADC. Like these opportunities are it's just a barrage of opportunities around you. And we kept missing and missing. I'm saying we now because we were still in the coalition because our principal didn't say otherwise, So we go where you go. So, if this man turning back facing, you guys should like be very, very, very afraid. Right. So in essence, I'm saying it's okay. Skepticism is okay. Tell her to put, it's normal. Leave those people. If then smartphones among the ones who actually, black not to that bandwagon now. Yeah, I think Nigerians collect their IQ, like say, because your IQ would know that look, man, you have no business. You get because the political that I'm talking about what is between the 50 years right now. That's when you sit down and ask yourself and say that yes, I'm making a mistake. I've heard him, you know, spoken a couple of times, even on space. They brought him on space. This same man was the man that said, I am hungry. I have come back to come and take. Like, if this guy have said a lot of things, but if you, if you or any one of yours is in this right now, you cannot call it an emergency that save your person. But the person that you are planning, you could like a loose income, get and get this contract, get very good. Sit down, ask yourself that question and put everybody. Can I find that for my mom? And I think that was I did. Listen to a few quotes, watch a few videos. So what I'm saying now, it sounds like maybe a step for me, but that is the way to go now. People of the I think from that discussion of in 1935, because of the school that made everyone whatever you politically you've done well. You- 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 going forward. You see, you fight your fellow youth. Wow, because your fellow youth, you can clearly see that leader somewhere. I see
Yes.
sorry, you are audio. Yeah, so you were out and follow out of the hour. So you sit down and find your fellow youth because they acted to give the way for you, they don't do no status quo. So it's going to be I think about forward. So Inter is going to uh, now, now
And this call keeps trying coming. The OB does not know what he's doing. If you know what you're doing, come to the ADC now. Come and pay. How do you say? Is it pay homage or come and join allegiance with? If it was not for Atiku, who would know you when it comes to vying for for presidency in this country? You have to come now. Atiku is, very well thought. Jags pathway. What have we not heard about pathway? Right? Pathway reminded me of one jam let's where they go that time when I was in Lagos. Pathway Academy. Like, what did we not hear about Pathway, right? Now, with all of this, with this momentum, if you have a brain in between your ears, you will start, regardless what you've said in the past, you will start today look for one more twist just to quickly realign yourself. Jags, I had to Dr. Talatu, we don't even get problem at all. At all. There will still be a few elements like them. There will still be. But I am standing strong that events will start to sort things out. And even people, sort people out. We will start, how they say in competition, where competition start, boys sometimes. The men are being separated from the boys now. That kind of thing. And there will go now. Some people do not need attention. Like, wait a minute, that idiot. Someone tagged me. Some prevention of infection and diagnosis. I'm not really just you called get food as if like food. For what? For having opinions that are more sensible than yours. For sounding very sane than you. So I am a fool. So they tagged me and I was like, I'm not even going to react to this. Right. Sarah even screenshot one of them and sent to me. I was like, look, I don't know what I'm going to do with this person. I just said, look, ignore these people. Ignore them the fuck out. Ignore them. Going forward, guys, some people, we don't even need to even mention some people name, right? They will just fall off. They will dry up and they will fall off. And like I said, if they have any um stretch of brain in between their ears, right now, the ones we get as among them, forget say they don't cost Peter big grandma. They could they quick they realize, oh, why I said this? Why I said this was, are we not here now? After they'll say we don't get sense, but we know what we were doing. Now those ones get sense among them. They are realigned, they are quickly recalculating, revisiting all the things that they've said. But the ones that are utterly stupid amongst them, they will remain like that. But they will still need our help, but not be now. Remember, guys, when I said, look, some people were saying last year, I'm saying last year, Australia is even ahead of me, and even those in Nigeria will be ahead. But yeah, 2025 pretty much done. So I was saying there is time for everything. Somebody was saying, oh, this old thing, this opposition to this. I say there is time for everything. Let's just stay with PO, stay the course. Let this man, they do a thing they do. Now, all these things where they do now, it will not come to waste. See what happened in the Southeast today. I swear down, I love that move. See what happened in the Southeast. And it had to be done in the South. I don't think, I'm looking back and I'm saying, who is that politician in recent times that, have done something as such? None. Somebody said it here. If you want to go and declare, you go to Mina, you go to Jalingo, you go to that place to go and be bound to go and make declarations and all of that. We've not seen it like this like in recent times, right? Time there will be time for everything. When it is time to help them, we will help them. We will come to their aid. We will not leave them to drown. We will come to their aid. But for now, they're inconsequential. Let them go on side. And for those with the open spaces, look, and I'll round up for now. Because even my brain's still a boot right now, sir. Was it a few days ago, Peter Obi's space? And for those who were there, I asked him a question. And I was saying, I hope we are not walking into a trap. I deliberately asked that question, right? And I even put it to him, right? I wanted to just like someone would go on his face and
I know it's what. No, and I just and I'm asking that question again. The youth, you be youth like me, when they come fight me and you call yourself the name of the habit, ability stand. They say ability stand. And I think please, we heard that you said that ability insulted you on the stage. Can you show us there? I hope you are listening. And I took a screenshot. I said, I would say I could give my help. They would be there. But for now, it's going to sort you out. Time will sort you out. There is room for stupidity. There is room for skepticism and all of that. But time and events sort you out. And when it's time for you for help to be better, help will come. Help will come. As long as you position yourself for help. But if you don't, if you are not in that position, you listen for lack of better word, for help to help you. Sorry, yeah, God. Dr. Tara, I want to make that sometimes no, this yeah, I remember. Yes, mate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks, bro. I know they give them attention. Anyways, and then get their wahala. I don't give them attention. I concentrate on and amplify my strengths. That's all I've been doing. That's what I will continue to do. Plus, radicalizing the mind of the people and the hearts of the people against this current realness crash that is currently having one of its minister flogging people in Ebonyi State. I can imagine such tyrant. Ajibola.
Abba, that's what
Come on, hear me idea.
don't pass. Wait for the next salad. You don't pass.
Fata ẹlẹ́ran wà bí báyìí. Fata ẹlẹ́ran wà bí báyìí. Fata is selling ẹran.
Good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody. Nice. Yeah. I've been at work. But I think I'll be following up with what's happening, right? Very, very happy with what's going on. I think it's the way forward. We just have to come together to get this man. One of the things I want to say is this leader of BTC, issues happening in Lagos was after the death of Bishop. Your position could not get the action. It was internal, Bode George, Babaniku, and the rest of the so that was how between me and you, I'll be declared today the war is started because the enemies know how many where we are going to, they know where we are heading. As you can see the amount of tweets that going out, the country is going completely. You will see all these eras. So now, the next strategy now is to find a way to stabilize this. For us online, I don't think we are the major, we cannot be the major target, but it's within them. So I just hope that the leaders will got their personal interests and personal ambition. They do what is right and present the best candidate, the person who can bring out, can make Nigerians come to say we want to preserve our rights, our human rights, which is to vote. Because we know Nigerians have never interested in election. So it's only the ideal person. If the parties decide everybody can achieve their ambition, and also let us present the best candidate, the candidate that can unite every one of us. See, our candidate. So to me, I'm not. I will not. I will not celebrate it. Everybody knows I'm going to do it, and will be honest for me. We are ADC. ADC is party for now. Uh, I will not be fully. I'm partially ADC. I'm partially ADC. But I see what I really want, and everybody knows what I mean. What I want. So I see what I want. That is when I will now say, oh, not me. Now, happy where we are heading to, where we are going to step forward. I hope party others, party leaders, would like talking to somebody I follow as an individual. I will say something to you. 2015 below, I used to support tips. But you know what break the camel was the removal of Amber for me. I cannot support a party where one man thinks what's good, where one man says where there's no accountability. You have a party and there's no accountability. You cannot ask for a job. Wait, it is not even as if you can feel the government ordinary person. After everything, I'm to 10,000 there, 50,000 there. What am I not done with? I mean, when you spend on that, a party where people can have a voice. No one can have a voice. Have a say. Every corner of the world, every corner of Nigeria. Somebody will not be somewhere where one man who's the next chairman of all the local governments in Lagos. All that say yes. What kind of power is that? In the whole state, over 10 million people now sold life. And how they say, Yoruba ni, ọmọ Yoruba ni, Yoruba ni, Mama Penny. Or they sold the light of Muslim tickets. So, please, the reality is that those are the mentality of those in that party. The sole reality of Muslim tickets, the sole reality of Yoruba Loleche, Yoruba Lokan. We must support our own. Even those who were strongly against this man and his way of life, the things we were doing in Lagos, just because of tribalism, religion, ideology that they sold to them, everybody started aligning. So the reality is, this is a party, this is a coalition of different people from different areas. So there's no it's a party of Omoibo. Yeah, it's a party of Hausa. It's a party of this one. It's a party of it's a former APC people. It's former PD. What do you want to say? You have former PDP people there. You have former APC people there. You have obedient, I believe, former Labour Party that you call Omoibo. You have Aregbesola that is Yoruba. So there is no excuse you want to give. You want to call ADC now. ADC is the party of the whole Nigeria. It's the party for everybody. There is Aregbesola, who is a strong APC, used to be a strong APC person from the southwest. Now the coalition. The speaker will be from the east. Who is the Omoibo? There is Erufa and the likes of them. If you want to say they are religious extremists, they are also in the party. So the party is for everybody. It's a party for Nigerians. We are all together. Unlike one party that is one stupid party that you call APC, or one party where you have Ganduje and the likes of them, Yaya Bello, Baba Sokpe party. One man will just sit down somewhere dictating what will happen. Somebody, all he knows how to do is to use money to buy your clothes, your buy out clothes.
This is a party for everybody. Whatever they call anybody, all they are bunch of lies. This one is an extremist. This one is this. This one is that. We have come together. This is one Nigerian party. There is Yoruba, there is Igbo, there is Hausa, there is nonsense, whatever. We have come together in one voice. It is the duty of everybody to say this is where we are going to. And if we say this is where we are going to, if it's not working for us, they know we are stopping here, we are moving to another place. The people should have a voice. I want to be in a party where I can have a say. My vote will count. My vote will vote out those in government. Not one man sit down there and be appointing people. I'll be telling me this is the next governor, this is your next governor. Look at how they are pushing Seyi Tinubu. Seyi Tinubu as the next governor of Lagos State. You wake up, you see former governors, former this thing, their son, and now chairman. Look at what the one that call himself Speaker of Lagos State Assembly. The son is now the chairman of Agege. We can't continue like this. Are we going back to the area where we are using Obashi, where the son of Oba will take over? It's a family thing. Are we going back to that era? This is a party where people can have a say, the youth can have a say. So I just hope the party leaders will do the right thing and they will take this party to the next level. And this party will become the party that will open up to what they call true democracy in Nigeria and Africa. Then we'll start reaping what we call democracy. The ordinary man in the remote village can feel the impact of government through their policies. They will do policies that are targeted at the rural areas, not policies that are for a certain set of people, the 5% of the 5% of their lives. People from that Yaloja, we have a feeling when policies are implemented from the central. I told somebody, I said, if I pick Awolowo, if I pick Obasanjo, I can point out to one or two key elements about their government. They might not be the best of the best, but at least Awolowo is known for negotiation about education. Obasanjo, as bad as worse as Obasanjo is, Obasanjo.
Let's not drift far away from the context of the conversation, please.
Yeah, I know. I'm still coming back. So Obasanjo, we know today, gave us debt relief in Nigeria, which is a lot. If not, maybe our GDP to debt ratio doesn't know what it will be now. And I'm happy today. Obasanjo is a strong supporter of PO. PO, here we go. ADC is the platform. If the party does what is right, we will go out heavily next in 2027 to go and campaign for PO. He is the man that can lead us. Somebody who is not greedy, somebody who has conquered greed. Or like that one that sits in Bodilon that wears a watch of 400 million naira. How does somebody, a public servant, a civil servant, a salary earner, a public servant, a civil servant, a salary earner, raise all his life, put on a wristwatch of 400 million naira? How? But some people will wake up every day to defend it. Whereas they are staying in one room safe. One room slap me, I face you. Once they put on their chain on Sunday to go and drink go, they are ready to defend anything defendable. The time is right. Let's do what is right. Let's all come aside to put in a government of our own. A government we can all have a say. Our own say. Thank you very much.
All right, Jibola, well said. Well said. Sincerely, we have overspent discussing the rascality of this current people in power. The way I see it, they are a gunner already. As I see it, they are a gunner already. They are gone. As I see it, yeah, they are gone. Bethel, over to you.
Good afternoon.
Good evening from my end.
Okay. So, you know, today has been one kind for me because I originally do not actually believe in the agenda, even though I 100% believe in the person of Peter Obi, and is based on that anchor that I have been, convinced to agree with where we have come so far. Because with the analysis I had and what was my conviction on the pathway, it was that it will be a much more difficult agenda to beat the ruling power on interest should be in protecting our votes and not necessarily increasing our votes, even though that is also part of the plan. I just felt that vote protection is priority, and that is why from the first time I've come in the space, I've been talking about the electoral institution,
Bethel, I wouldn't
the
want us
electoral
to
institution.
move further away from this. Sorry, we can still come to discuss all of things where you're muting towards, but we are discussing, we are
Yeah,
giving reaction to what happened in the morning. So I wouldn't want to take away from that current.
yeah. So this is like my
I don't know what's going on. Bethel, we can't hear you.
sorry, a call came in, and sorry, a
All
call
right,
came
go
in.
ahead. We can hear you.
Yes. So oh, so far so good. All is well, and I have I believe that if Peter Obi has looked through everything and he has come to the point where he feels it is okay for him to go ahead with the coalition fully, then I believe he has tightened every loose end, and I believe that meetings have been held and common grounds have been found, and we can see that we can travel from on here. And earlier somebody, I think the doctor spoke about the people that we are having this coalition with and their very nature, which was one thing that made me to take a lot of step backwards because I'm not very good at working with politicians. But say, in that attitude, people who would want to say something and not really mean it, and they can always come back and think it's okay to say another thing tomorrow because that is what the game is. But I just feel that I would have to learn how to work with people of the old order as far as they don't step in the way. For me, I have been talking with my own people, and we know that so far that 2026 is very, very pivotal, and what we do in this 2026 really is going to be what will determine the outcome in 2027. Since I believe in the preventive approach, so plan has been on board and everything, and we've been recalculating things of what we need to do from our own side and what we've learned so far from 2023, what we are going to have to do differently, and then believing that obedience on nationwide, they have their plans, and when we converge and we bring these things together, we will be able to make the storm as we did in 2022 before 2023. So believing that this coalition is going to sustain the idea of the new Nigeria, which is what is really in the back for me, because my interest solely is not that we get power, because I believe that based on the downward spiral, it's like it's like something that is just continues, as far as even though you change power and you just retain people who are not visionary, people who don't have the political will, that this will just continue. So I believe that if ADC does the right thing, if they think with the common sense, which every one of us is thinking, if they feel the pulse of the Nigerian people, if they look around and not make the mistake that they made in PDP, that they will be able to know what should be done and that they will just follow through and do it. And if they do what they need to do, 2031 will be very easy for them. It is as simple as that. If they do what they need to do right now, when they think that it's going to be coming back to the north, it's going to be very easy for them because the man for the job would have done the job and Nigerians will start having faith in the idea of government. And, you know, for us that do see Nigeria as a part of the things happening on the global stage, we are also expecting that there will be a lot of difference. We are not expecting that we want to be seeing the big finger playing a lot of games in our local politics and then directing, the people coming around to teach Nigeria how to collect taxes, who have been giving money to politicians who misspend it, and then now they feel it's now time for them to get us to now pay taxes so that we'll further get for paying for what we never invested in any productive end, instead of punishing the politicians that mismanage these resources. But it's all good. Now, on the other part, I would like Nigerians to maintain a hard heart with these people. We have actually campaigned from 2022 till date. We have not had governance. Even the government in power has been campaigning since its inception for this whole purpose of what? Trying to enjoy legitimacy, which we have actually made sure that they have enjoyed it one day. Returning it to them that we know that they are thieves and that we are to. So far, so good. I believe that our approach to things in this 2026 is that we must create the environment that teaches everybody that there's consequences, whatever they do. Consequences is key. It's consequences that is going to make the person that is tomorrow to think twice. It's consequences that will make the judge to think twice. It's consequences that will make the people at the collation center to think twice. The state INEC chairman before the national chairman and everything is consequences that will make them to think twice. We must be ready to create that response. Let people know that there's consequences. The first time I had to work for Labour Party at the polling station, the first thing that I registered is that there is going to be consequences. Immediately, the guys dropped on my polling unit. I brought out my camera and I started to record all of them because I knew it was a mind game and it had to be long. When they started asking me why am I recording them, I told them simply because I cannot fight the politicians that might have paid you to rig this polling unit, but we are in the same community. You will not go scot-free. It is a promise. They knew that it was clear that they are at war with the people here. And being that they were students, I started to galvanize them and we stood on our watch till 11 p.m. and got our votes counted. And when we checked in IRL, it was as accurate as it is. The ratted guy, I actually tracked him to his very house because I was like, bro, my life is on the line. And if you are the engineer who is going to configure things for it to go south, I will not be able to fight the governor with his DSS, but I will be able to fight you. I will be able to fight you. When they were calling us around 10 p.m. to let their team go and come back home for them to correct the issues with the presidential distinct, I told the students, when we get to the collation center, if we see DSS, we'll lose our power. It's on this polling unit that we have power. And if we are not ready to upload the presidential results, come and carry all of our dead body from here. Because if it is not going to count for Peter Obi, it will not count for anybody and all of us will die. They knew that it was perfect. And the very terrible aspect that Nigerians will take, so that these people will not be able to see people that they are going to pay. Let everybody know that if we have put our life on the line, we are ready to actually put yours on the line if you are ready to bury us in this suffering. So that is the necessity. And it is really on us. I don't ever think it's going to be the responsibility of politicians to make them know that there will be consequences. It is on the Nigerian people. We have an adage in Igbo land that when a god messes up, it will be deposed and another god will be erected. Why? Because it is the community that enthrones its gods. It is the Nigerian people that makes the constitution what it is. It is our strength that reflects in the constitution. If we are weak, our constitutions will be raped, our institutions will be mismanaged. If we are strong, our laws will be upheld. A law is never stronger than its people. And I'm begging the Nigerian people to wake up. What we started fighting for in 2023, it is still ongoing. We are not yet done. And even after 2027, we are not yet done. There will be need for consolidation. Let us have such mind. People like us that are Christians in my community, we have started to draft prayer and fasting and the things that we need to do from schools to communities and everything. And the way we are going to source funds, we have to get on ground. We have to get on ground and we have to make it work. We have to make it. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you, brother, for your take. Better. It's good to be intentional. And 2027 would not be business as usual. And we all must double our effort. And one of those things, the objective here, since a while now, is to get us ready for purpose during the coming 2027 election, so that we don't turn our backs anymore when the time is when the time called for it, at the polling unit, just like Bethel did when the time arose. All right, let's take I think it will be Famsis, then Patrick Singh. Famsis.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening, or good evening. Yeah. There's something I want to say now. I thank God for today. Today is a historic day and all that. I knew this day was going to come, but I didn't know how it was going to come. But let me make one little observation that I saw. Yes, most people may still be jittery about the ADC. But first of all, when Peter Obi was coming out today, he came to the historic square where Ojukwu declared Biafra. That's statement number one. Number two, he came with past governors, Samegu of Ebonyi State, Achiko Denwa, who ruled for 8 years for Imo State. He came with 18 House of Rep members, 2 present senators, which is Senator Abaribe and Senator, the other guy from Labour Party. Now, it tells you one thing, and all of them acknowledge that Peter Obi is their leader. It tells you one thing, that if we are going for a primary, the whole Southeastern Bloc will give their mandate to Peter Obi in the primaries. And mind you, there are always what we call normal delegates in an election, and there are also statutory delegates. Statutory delegates are those who have won elections, which means the 18 House of Rep members, the 2 senators that have acknowledged Peter Obi as their leader and all that, will all be rooting for him. Now, it tells you one thing. That Peter Obi is not going there to play hanky-panky. Peter Obi has made a statement to the hierarchy that will be in the ADC, that he is not traveling around the world to go and learn how to be a vice president. but he's going for the key mandate. That's statement number one. So it is now time for the youth now to galvanize. Another join the ADC so that you can pick up delegates, so that when the time comes, we will speak with one accord, because we want a nation that is for equity and justice. That's the first point of call. Number two, the fact remains, we have a Herculean task. I'm appealing to those obedient who are feeling very skeptical. I want to tell you one thing that you should know. Election, as far as a fascist government, is not being won by how popular you are or how many people you are, but is how far you can go against establishment. If you say, oh, Peter Obi should not join the ADC, he should come alone, he has the numbers. Mind you, you are going to stand against the police who are in the hands of the fascists in government. You are going to stand against the army. You are going to stand against the judiciary. You are going to stand against thugs who will be empowered to fight you on that day. And as such, you should not go there empty-handed. You should go there with your own weapon. And that weapon is the coalition. So that when they want force, we will give them force. When they want rigging, we will give them rigging. Whatever game they want to play, the main goal is to take them from the seat of power. Oddly, the fact that because people say, oh, Peter Obi is going to, yes, he's going to put us aright. But the truth still remains that, yes, he's going to show us to the path of greatness as Nigerian. But then, if he leaves power tomorrow and a pharaoh that does not know Joseph comes in, the story will be different. So it is also, it's not only bringing Peter Obi to power, it's to make sure that every leader that comes forth from Nigeria should be a leader with integrity and all that. Not that, oh, we'll put Peter Obi in power and we'll go and sit and say, oh, everything is right. No. We continue to speak and all that to make sure we have this thing, a fair, good, and good leadership. Then lastly, thank God, Peter Obi has saw the many handwritings of the war. Because we spoke, there was a time we spoke and said, no, that elections in Nigeria are done based on ethnicity, are done based on religion. And that's why people kicked against Muslim tickets. That's why people kicked that power should not go to the north. So that it is the time of the south. And as such, you people should not be offended if these same leaders are come and say, you are going to do one tenor. He has to respect that accord. Because in politics is give and take. And lastly, don't be surprised if tomorrow Peter Obi picks the ticket and say, oh, I nominate El-Rufai as my deputy, as my vice president. Oh, El-Rufai is a big god, is this, is that. But I want to give you one snippet about El-Rufai. El-Rufai was in Lagos and said, the hegemony where one man will sit down and discuss about who will become who is who in Lagos. He offended Tinubu. The same El-Rufai, when Obaseki was supposed to be put out and Tinubu made a broadcast that, oh, that it is the time for the APC to rally, El-Rufai rallied 12 northern governors and they didn't come to Garrick. And they make sure Tinubu failed woefully. And so for anybody that will say tomorrow that, oh, it's because El-Rufai was not giving a ministerial ticket, that is why. If El-Rufai actually needed it, he would get it. The fact remains, El-Rufai does not even like Tinubu. We're going to state it here today. And as such, so as we go into the coalition, please, no bickering and all that. If anybody is saying, oh, this person, just campaign for your own candidate and make sure our voices are heard loud and clear that it is Peter Obi we want. That's my submission. Thank you.
There is no other person. I mean, as far as Nigeria political space is concerned, in fact, socio-political space, there is no other marketable product, all right, that will not be slammed behind bars with his family, that would not, be taken down by anything. There's a mic open. That will not be taken down by anything. Which mic is that? That will not be taken down by anybody. That product is Peter Obi, and it is self-market. The market itself, that product. Okay. And in fact, as of today, the man even has the product made it easier to market it by what he has done today. You can, how do I put it? Leaders by their foresight, by their temperament, by their thoughts, by their intentions as well, how they deliberately attend their plans, and how they forcefully align those plans. And who went from reading a book to meeting the author, and after the author has been exclusive and taking the time to go to the field and carry out activities, and he has been doing that since forever, learning. And the time is upon the man right now to lead. And it's been called upon to lead. Look, the youth and the space understands all of these things, and sequence will fix itself. Leadership is not forced, it is not conferred, it is earned. And this man has earned his place in leadership. Today is testament to that. Okay, Patrick, good evening to you. We'll take money.
Jax.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, my Oga. It has been a very
Hold
wonderful
on, Patrick.
day.
You want
And if you allow me like seconds.
go ahead, please. Look, Patrick,
Patrick,
indulge.
I beg, no verse. So to the previous speaker, I don't completely agree that your popularity won't be an instrument. I say this because I want to encourage everyone to do more of actual work. Go down to your ward, or if your ward is big, you can do polling unit. Even if your polling unit is big, go to do it in your family. Don't think that it's not enough that your candidate is popular. Don't think that only popularity with be a place for popularity, right? And it is if you're intentional about actual work, popularity will carry. And this is to encourage everyone that work is required. Uh, Please, let's put in the work. Go and be popular in your community. Be popular on your street. Be popular in your work. Be popular in your family. Right? Even if your circle is just 2 people, make sure that 2 people you are popular there. And what is the popularity I'm talking about? It is just, let people understand that this is the way forward for us as a people. You get so and I understand where he was coming from, but I'm just saying, look, we cannot don't discount popularity. Yeah. So please let all of us go back to where we are coming from, like our wards, polling units, our streets, our families, amongst our colleagues, everywhere. Go and I almost said go and populate the world. No, go and be popular. Yeah, thanks.
All right. It is work or time. Time to work. That's where we are right now. And all hands must be on deck and get dirty. Yeah. Put your hand into the soil and get it dirty. It's time to work now. Patrick.
Yeah, thank you very much. It has been a very wonderful. I watched the whole event. The one thing is what I want to say, I don't think it is time to talk about who is going to be the candidate or not. The most important thing is that we are working together, everybody collectively, like PU have said, for a mission to boot out this demonic government in power. 2026 is going to be a very interesting year. A lot is going to happen 2026. So this is a very big move and a big statement. And this man is doing it as a parting, like a send-off for this year. On the last day of the month, on the last day of this year, it's a very big one. So we have a talking point, we have work to do. Like I said in this morning on Valerie Space, and everybody, by next week, I'll go and get my ADC card. Everybody should start the work. It's not, this is time for work. Iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nsìn. Better work starts now. Better work starts now. So it's time for everybody to start the work. PU has led the way, and the Southeast is locked down for PU. That's a fact. And Mr. Atiku Abubakar posted it already on his Twitter handle. Let's leave the politics for the politicians. Our job is to elaborate, publicize the good news. When it is time for them to choose, and one thing I believe is that the ADC leaders are not stupid people. They are not coming together to lose an election. We are not better politicians than them. And with the kind of people that is involved today, I believe the right things will be done. The right decisions will be made, may even possible have been made. But the ball now is in our court as citizens that we give them this vote on the election day. Let's come together. Let's be party members, because the work ahead is a very great task. Bola Ahmed Tinubu must be an OTP. Must, emphasis on must be an OTP. That is the game. This man and his demons must leave power so that Nigerians can have a breath of fresh air. The PO of 2023 is not the PO of now. The man has become more brutal. And we, the supporters and every member of the ADC, must also toe in that line. Let's forget about the side distraction and anybody posting Atiku and making PO and VP on pictures. Ignore them. They are APC supporters. I'm just telling you today, ignore them. The focus now is to build the party, going towards the convention. Before the year runs out, everything will be made clear. And by the grace of God, our heart desires that everybody knows will be granted. I yield my mic. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for your thought. All right. My sister Moni, please go ahead before we yield the mic to Ola Best, I think. Yes. Patrick, thank you. Moni, are you there? I don't think she's close to her phone. If you can hear me, my sister, please Anytime you are ready, please signal us. All our best.
Good afternoon. Very good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Ola.
Yeah, today is a good day.
I think, sorry, sir. I think Moni has spoken now, but she dropped back.
Hello.
Okay. Good
Hello,
evening.
hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How we all doing? I'm excited, though. I'm excited. Jagu, I'm excited. Chief B, how are you, sir? Hey, family, how we doing today? I don't have so much to say, but just to say I'm happy. You know, it's a step at a time. The step has started, and Obedient Family, we've stayed so long waiting for this day, and this day has come now, so the excitement is there. So we're going to relish today before we start to go to the grassroots to have our mobilization machine at Turbo. We're going to enjoy, we're going to celebrate, but we have a lot of work to do. I just joined. I've not listened in for too long, but I'll continue to listen in. But with the heading I see, here we go. Peter Obi leads the ADC momentum into 2026. Yes, we are there. So we need to do our homework. There's so much for us to do. But one after the other, we'll keep talking to people. Like I promised you guys, from January, I'm going to start the PVC mobilization. My target is those children that are 18 and to 20 that don't have PVC. Some other people can look for some age range that they will talk to, but those are my target, because the more we're able to bring people out to vote, voters' apathy, once we're able to overcome it on the space that was held yesterday, the major thing they were talking about is voter apathy. Unfortunately, I couldn't speak there. That is what we need to overcome. And that is why smart ballot is there for us to make it at the flip of our finger. By the time we all understand what the strength of smart ballot, we'll know that the work is not as going to be so tasking as it sounds and it looks. Mobilization can be done easily in the comfort of our homes. Network marketing, if those of us that have done it before, 1 bring 2, 2 to multiply to 4, exactly what smart ballot will do for us. One person bring 5 people. Your 5 will go and bring their 5. At the end of the day, you have 125 people in a polling booth that are obedient. So we know each other now, and that is our strength. So my people, don't let me bore you, but I'm happy. We'll still leave politics for those that want to politic, and those of us that are mobilizers that can talk, we'll continue to talk for PVC mobilization. Obedient Family, if you have an ambition for anything in Nigeria, you know you have integrity. You know you are qualified, not a NEPA below, not the one that your head of today is the one that is on the certificates that they've given to you 15 years ago. Genuine people. I was excited when I saw that my sister took the card for ADC. That means something is shifting in Nigeria. I told you we are in the mud, but we can get out and have a shower and belong where we belong. We are supposed to be the giants of Africa. We can still get there. It's a ladder, a step at a time. So good people, obedience, you have ambition, we are here to support you. Because we need good people in our House of Representatives and in our Senate, even in our states. Some people are talking about the governors. They have only 1 vote, just 1 vote. If the people stand that this is what we want, that is what we get. That is why they say power to the people. My people, our general has given us the power today to go out there and do exploits. And that is what we're going to do. When we say obedient gather behind this person, we'll gather there. ADC is the umbrella we're using, but obedient are still solid. And we're going to pull our weight behind anyone. So get in there if you have an ambition. I'm not having any ambition for anything, but I'm here to continue to promote every of obedient candidate that we have. So get in there, pick your card. Our general says this is the way to go. And we as the foot soldiers, this is exactly what we need to do. So we're in this to win. On Sunday, he told me he has not gone to learn from Egypt about electricity to come and be somebody's vice. He hasn't traveled all over the world to come and be vice. I hold on to that. So obedient. If you have an ambition, get into ADC. Let us flood the place. I'm sure they have learned from the mistake that Labour Party made. If Labour Party had given the obedience, the open hand, we'll not be talking like this today. We'll not be in this mess. So I'm sure ADC knows that they are there now for a new Nigeria, for the people. And so finally, as I round up, please let us get into ADC, do what we have to do, get our membership cards, make your intentions known, and let's roll it in 2026. Thank you, everyone. I love you all. Bye for now.
Thank you, my sister. As always, power-packed submission. Guys, the clarion call has been given, and we have a direction. It's just for us to activate right now. Yeah, Sir Chris, go ahead.
No, it's all our best.
Oh,
All our best.
yeah,
All
no,
right.
all our best. I have to correct myself. Sir Chris is been here since forever, but network has been dropping him on and off. Please just give him the space to go. They will come to you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dragon and the rest. Alabes, please, pardon me, please, sir. Sorry. I have something to say that is very important to me. I don't know about others. Obedient and ADC and the AAC. I just want to ask one thing. Are we coming together just to chase APC away from the government, or we are coming together for revolution? The meaning of coalition is coming together of two different parties. The meaning of revolution is about changing the whole thing, seasoning, like just like you training a new child up from different. I don't know how to put this. Let me say someone from a prisoner family become a pastor, or someone from a pastor family become a prostitute. That's like revolution, changing someone's mindset. So I want to ask: are we just here to chase them away, or we are here for revolution? Because if truly that the youth understand this vision of change, like when Buhari said the youth are lazy, if we can understand and take that thing very serious, it means directly that we don't know our political rights, we don't know our political focus, we don't have a target goal. Don't forget that Atiku and Obi came last time when Atiku was head and Obi was vice. So me, I have already know that anything that will make Atiku and Obi to merge, Obi has to be vast. Because, sorry, Patrick, you want to say something? Patrick.
Go ahead, Sir Chris. So I don't want to interject you. I just want you to. Patrick, let him land.
Me, I was wondering.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Let him land.
I was wondering that maybe you should just listen to the recording of the PO on Space on Sunday. Maybe that will help him out.
No, just let him land. We will help. We will explain to ourselves.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all too. So we all know that last time they came together, it was still the same thing. So if we are just focusing on changing or chasing only APC out, that means we still have a problem of this. If I'm from a rich family, my son is rich, my son's son will be rich, but maybe his own children might be poor because of laziness. That means if we don't focus on revolution, I'm not just talking about Shawori, I'm talking about the whole nation. I'm not supporting one person here. I'm supporting a good citizen. Whoever is good that will bring revolution, that's the person I'm supporting. Please don't get me wrong. So I'm saying like,
sorry to butt in, Sir Chris, but your bio says AAC forever. Are you
confused? Hold on,
confused?
Chris. Let him land now. Let the guy land, Chris.
I'm trying to help.
No,
him.
Chris, let
I'm
the guy
helping-
land.
I'm
Let
helping
him
him.
land. Just let him land. Just let him land.
I just want to help.
My bio said AAC doesn't mean
No,
like
it says
doesn't mean
AAC
only.
forever.
Yes,
Hold
now
on,
it
Chris.
doesn't mean
Chris, Chris.
Okay.
I don't know.
support.
Chris, Sir Chris. Sir Chris, land.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to
No, I'm not
interject you.
Chris.
If not,
I'm just Chris.
we'll have back
Oh
and
my
forth.
God.
But I would love that you land, Sir Chris, because
All right.
there are so many things that you have said that are not accurate.
Okay. So me, my own is like, let's just focus on that revolution, because we focus on chasing only APC out. That means if after APC go, if Peter Obi rose and Peter Obi drop, who will be the next? It will soon go back to the north, because that is the only problem we have now. Them fighting everything. That's just
Okay,
my point.
all right. Since that's just what you want to say, honestly, I would have loved to really go down with you. Anytime I see my ADC brothers, I always want to drag them very well. But today is not a dragging. We're going to educate ourselves. First of all,
It's not easy.
coalition is not agreement of political parties. In fact, coalition is an English word. Coalition means coming together, agreeing, reaching a compromise, and all. That's the meaning of coalition. And these people have only adopted this word to describe what they have come together to do. That's what the coalition is all about. But I understand that the AAC guys and the TIB guys are fixated on revolution, and they've been so, how do I put it, abused with the indoctrination of this concept revolution. I can speak categorically to that because I was a part of, the very beginning of TIB. And I understand and how many attempts I made at trying to, explain to some of our comrades back then what, revolution means in a contemporary time, and not the textbook
Hey,
definition of revolution.
you're almost there now. Chaku, can you ask him to help us define what a revolution is? Maybe let's see the definition of a revolution through his own lens. Because I was trying to help just now. You say I should help.
I didn't say you should help. I just wanted him to land.
No. When he said that he does not have, he kind of like said that he doesn't have a dog in the fight. I think I said that was what he and I went to his bio. It says AAC forever. Maybe if he's confused, we can help him. I'm just trying to help. I'm not trying to be. You get.
I get your point. I just wanted him to land.
So I am still here. We can help you.
Sir Chris, the last time, yeah. Hold on, Sir Chris. The last time that you spoke about that Atiku and Peter Obi merged, they were in PDP then together, and they vied. All right. In fact, there is no correlation between that time and now. They are both distinctively two different events and occasions. This time that we are in is the time of those who have stolen, snatched, and criminally and violently run away with the mandate of 230 million people, and they are making a tyrannical mess of it. All right, and a coalition has come up. You can see every time that the man Peter Obi speaks, except some of us just are fixated again on what narrative we want to peddle and push. The man, if ordinarily were to be your typical politician, he would have gone into the coalition long ago. He would have negotiated his own political interest and balanced it long ago, since it is not your interest he's pushing. He's pushing his own interest. He would have concluded it long ago. But your interest is what he's been pushing. And that has, given him a wall. Meet a stumbling wall, block from the legacy politicians. All right. And up until now that they played this card, I don't know who brought this brilliant idea that they had to go through that route. and and checkmate everybody with this paradigm shift that has happened. But most of us don't analyze all of these things to detail. We just run with the indoctrination that we carry. Bro, by tomorrow, in less than few hours, we will run into a tax regime that will break our backs. What is the revolution crooner saying about it? All right, let's move the conversation. All our best. Go ahead.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Today is a good day, a happy day for all of us. So, and one thing I like about the event today is Mr. Peter Obi, they held a space on Sunday, and actually gave us direction of where he's going. And that's the difference between Mr. Peter Obi and every other politician. When Rufai joined, he joined the room. The same thing with but Peter Obi went there with a battalion. In Yoruba, they say, Bolomogun, Bolomogun. So that's what
Washiri, Washiri. I love that song. Thank you.
Show them that he has warrior behind him. So, and he gave us an assignment that day, although many people didn't take note of it. He said, we are not going to get it easy. So I need your support. I need your prayers. So, like what Sister Moni said, we need to get into the party. We really need to overwhelm them. Because even as we are talking now, those others are still holding their own space. I went to their school the other day and I told them, we are more than you people. There's nothing you can do. You just have to accept it's a fact. So, and what we need, our instrument, just two, voters card and membership card of the party. So we need those two things, those two weapons down. We need to overwhelm them, join the ADC. I love what Madam Aisha Yusufu said today. Said has never been a member of any political party, but this particular one is going to join. So that's the first assignment we all have. Have a voters card, have a membership card of the party. And like Sister Moni said, I buy into that idea. The new voters, those who just turned 18, those in university, polytechnic, college of education, those who just finished secondary school, get your voters card. Know that your future is at stake. So with the obedience, we are the army, and we need to show that support to our principal. So the issue of this revolution people, I actually joined their space yesterday, and I was asking this just a simple question that what is the pathway of Sowore being president? They cannot answer the question. Do you have word in all the several and local government? They did not answer the question. They say cannot follow qualitas, the coalition of the people. Okay. So what structure do you have on ground? And I wasn't trying to let them know that ordinarily, if Sowore joined Obi, he will inherit obedience easily. Because Obi will not be president forever. After 4 years, he leave. Then he will take over because already majority of obedience love Sowore, and that's a fact. But attacking Obi will not help him. So working with Obi will make him inherit that follower. When Obi leaves the stage, he will be the next in line. But these people, they don't listen to advice. So you are talking about revolution when Peter Obi leaves office, who will take over. So Sowore can fill that gap, but you need to work with Obi now. Not that you will be attacking him, you will be antagonizing him, and you think the followers of Obi will now love you. It doesn't work like that. It's just an advice. If you know that you want the revolution, they said, Tigibare Lugi, Makogbe Tori. So if something fall on something, you have to take the up first. So for now, Obi. So for now, Obi has the mentor, he has everything, he has the capacity. We need to give him all the support that he needs. So he has shown the capacity today in his announcement of joining ADC, all those big men, all the elected officials that were there. He shows the capacity that, yes, I'm coming with my word. And Obi is getting that ticket. So one of the things I want Obedience to be doing now is every day on this app, keep posting that Obi is coming, hashtag Let us overwhelm them. Let the algorithm carry us that, oh, we are the most popular on this app, on your WhatsApp status, on your Facebook status, everywhere, on your IG. Let them know that Obi is coming. Now, another factor I want to bring is that presently we are having issue with Donald Trump, because what is making Donald Trump angry with Nigeria is that it is people of Nigeria, people of the Middle Belt, they went to the US to complain about Christian genocide. But the Nigerian government, they see, instead of accepting the fact, they were lying to the US. They sent people there to go and lie and lie. At the end of the day, Rep. Riley Moore came to Nigeria, saw IDP camp and said like 800,000 people in IDP camp. So that's that gimmick that they play is really making them angry. And I was on the space the other day and they said, the way Donald Trump is in Nigeria, if Nigerian leaders does not go and just say everything that they know, because you guys already know the truth, but the way they are lying, the bombing will continue. So going to 2027, I want to ask the question: do you think Alhaji Atiku can face Donald Trump? Because already late on this issue that is currently going on, the Christian genocide, if Baba speak in favor of Christian genocide, he will offend his people. If he speak against it, he will offend the US. And Donald Trump cannot.
Off your mic, off your mic. All our best. Off your mic, off your mic. All our best. Off your mic, off your mic. We're celebrating today. No name calling. No, my brother. No.
Money, please. Hold on, please.
Am I seeing a course? I can't see myself as anything. What am I here?
You just dropped.
What am I?
You just declined. You declined.
Okay, so I just wanted to know what am I, because network has been dealing with me.
Well,
so
you are pencil in the hand of the creator.
Exactly.
All right. Let me try and bring you back to the co-host and see. Olabest, please, Muni, please indulge. Let Olabest tailor his submission. Let's not.
Okay, my submission there is there are so many strong points for Mr. Peter Obi to be the face of the ADC. He's already the face of the ADC. But one of the main things is that the mess that this government has caused, we need someone to actually clean it first. Then, 2031 power go back to north. So, like I said, that Baba face Trump, and Trump will not entertain VP. So he has to be the president. And we know that Mr. Peter Obi took a stand that this is where I stand. If I was the one in power and I got this kind of help, I'll even go and meet Trump and say, thank you, I've been looking for this kind of assistance. We need a leader that takes a stand and we know where he stands. So whether it's aligned with the people, whether some people will get angry or not, he takes a stand. He addresses people, and that's who Mr. Peter Obi is. So we need to give him the support. Anybody that say, that put that banner, I don't want to mention it now, counter them that it's not possible. Obi is coming every day. Obi or nothing every day. Hashtag, let's take over everywhere. So that's my submission.
Thank you very much. All our best. Definitely. We're on the path, the right path. And we can see. Patrick, please mute your mic. I'm getting feedback. And we can see the reaction from the camp of these people. The desperation is there. We can see it. The desperation is there, and they are, weaving up all kinds of illogical and mentally bankrupt narratives to defend, to disprove today's assertion that the APC is but a dustbin product come 2027. Okay, let's continue in our conversation. We will be taking. QB already sent the co-host to you. I don't know what's going on. Jara, good evening to you. How you doing, my brother? You have the mic.
Boss, it's good to be here again.
Greetings to
Um, today I'm happy, but I'm not excited. Okay, I'm happy because I've always said that Peter Obi should go to that ADC, despite that there have been some argument for and against, but I've always maintained the argument for. And the reason being that Labour is completely hijacked. So if Peter Obi should stay there for 2027, the higher chances of disaster is more. However, we all know what even people in the APC camp are saying, that Peter Obi had gone to ADC to become Atiku's vice president. And that's why I'm not excited, but I'm happy that he's there. And let me just speak a little bit, and I need feedback when I'm going, with this my submission. It's all good. My fear is Atiku will contest the primaries with Peter Obi. And we all know Atiku's antecedent. Now, whichever way it goes, I believe that even if he dollarizes ADC, I believe Peter Obi should clinch that ticket because Peter Obi will not give anybody shishi in the primaries. Even if Atiku dollarizes and he peradventure wins, I'm in a position that Peter Obi should not be his vice president because Peter Obi is not anybody's conveyor belt to Aso Rock. If you're desperate to go to Aso Rock, do it yourself. And we all know if Atiku wins the primary of ADC, they will lose in 2027. They will lose woefully. Okay? So, I would want people to enlighten me and give me confidence because, I'm a bit wary.
Can I try?
Yes.
Can I try?
You can try.
So I mean, I'm an ADC youth now, so I wish ADC will win by God's grace. I believe that the people driving this ADC agenda are not fools. Okay. I mean, jokes apart. Now, forget what people are, the clowns and the little children that are hosting spaces online and creating problems for everybody by what they say. Okay, so we're coming from a recent past that saw how PDP was literally destroyed because of regional inequity, perceived regional inequity. Okay. Yes, it's difficult to see Atiku yielding the floor to anybody, but as it turns out, I think there are a lot of tendencies within the ADC party. Okay. And honestly, I've seen the difference between Peter Obi's tone and body language now compared to before now. Okay. And I'm almost certain that there has been a consensus behind the scene as to the direction that they're going. ADC wants to win, okay? And they know that they are going to be going up against an incumbent that was not an incumbent in 2023, but he still won an election.
An incumbent that doesn't play fair.
It doesn't play fair. And in 2023, he was not even an incumbent. And his most inspiring speech was the Bala Blue speech in Imo State. I mean, the campaign was literally a comedy show, okay? And he won. So I'm happy that the opposition has taken the very important lesson.
His campaign was, I just want to dance.
Yes, I have come home to Kano and I just want to dance. You know, when people started moving away was when he went to Niger State. And he started with Bismillah Rahman Rahim, and then from there he entered our Lord's Prayer. The Muslims started being skeptical. Are you sure this guy is a proper Muslim? Anyway, so my point really here is that I think that the leaders of ADC are smart They know that there are things that they do that make them mutually assured destruction, where if they allow greed to overwhelm them, they don't get nothing. And then, of course, the incumbent will now bite them harder. Bite them harder. You isolate them and deal with them and extinguish them politically for the future to come. So they know what they are doing. And I'm glad that they've come together. That's lesson one. Lesson two is to pay attention to the regional equity that people are talking about. You see, it takes somebody who is politically naive or a narrow-minded person to think that you can just, by the wave of hand, ignore the regional equity that people are talking about, and that is so much in favor of the incumbent that is in control of national orientation agency, the incumbent that can decide to instruct the Ministry of Education to put regional equity in our syllabus as we speak. So it matters. And I'm hoping that they're also going to pay attention to that. As much as I want ADC to succeed, because I like the positive tone of Peter Obi, I hope and I believe that they will not become delusional and allow greed to blind them and start listening to it when the likes of Dile Momodu and Kenneth Okonkwo. I just hope those guys will be asked to keep quiet and stop making all those their very annoying and silly analysis about how you need to go not stupid. I've never heard anything so stupid in my life before. When in 2023 you saw what Nigerians wanted, and now you are coming again to literally tell people to hand over the country to APC. So I just hope they are going to ask them to keep quiet. For now, in the public, I will remain neutral. But behind the scene, I know where my hand is because I'm an ADC youth now. I will remain neutral and I will keep praying for ADC to get it right. And by getting it right, I mean they have to align with this part of the systems in this election. You cannot afford to be delusional. You cannot overrate yourself. You cannot get carried away by this hype that literally this is not the polling booth, okay? And then they also have to understand that Tinubu is much stronger now in terms of politics. Yes, the policies are destroying the country, the policies are very bad, the citizens are angry. But they should remember that this is the man that is with the ballot box. Now he's the one that will bring it. And he will bring the paper where you are going to thumbprint. So you have to take that seriously. And make sure you don't go into 2027 with any kind of weakness. So I trust the ADC. And the fact that Peter Obi is speaking positively of ADC now, I trust that they are going to make the right decision going into 2027. This is not about Atiku. This is not about whether somebody likes somebody. We don't even have to like each other. But we just must all agree that we need to save a nation that is sinking. Okay, we don't have to like each other. We don't have to like the way I speak, but we just have to all agree, to stay alive, literally, in this country. And that's why I believe that ADC will do the right thing going into 2027. Thank you.
Thank you very much, JB. That was insightful. But let me quickly bring to light my fear of 2027. I 100% believe that this coalition, which is why I said I'm happy, and I've always wished that Peter Obi should go to the ADC, because I believe if I have a coalition and it's going to be it's 1 versus 1, it gives higher chances for a better electioneering process. Higher chances for a better electioneering process. I'm not saying higher chances for ADC to win. I'm not saying that, but at least we all know that Yakubu worked for Tinubu, and that's why he's been rewarded by ambassadorial post. But it would have been a lot more difficult for Yakubu to achieve what he achieved in the last election if it was 1 versus 1. But it's a lot easier for him to do what he did because it was a 3-horse race. And that then made it easy for him to do his abracadabra and say someone is third and someone is second and the second is third, and, all sorts of things. But if they get it right, which is why I said I'm happy, if they get it right in this coalition and they put the right person forward, then it will be very difficult. Even if Sheyi Tinubu is the next chairman, it will be very difficult for him to totally rig the election and simply plunge the country into darkness, because that's what will happen. Okay? So if anybody knows anybody, or if all of us, or if people, can just carry themselves into this ADC, flood it, so that the dollarization will not happen, it will make it better. And that's the line I'm thinking of. Because it's one thing for us to talk about all of this thing, our expectation, our aspiration, but then again, we ignore the practicality of effecting the right change from within, And I think everyone should be able to do that. Maurice Moyo was doing something sometimes ago, encouraging people to to be member of Labour Party and see if they can change it from within. That collapsed at the moment because the judiciary is in the pocket of Wike. The next election cannot be determined by the judiciary, and those are my fears. And those are the reasons why I'm not excited. But if the youth, like you said, I'm glad you are in ADC. If almost everybody, if you're an obedient, go to ADC. That would be my suggestion, so that we would look like a block that cannot be ignored. A block of people within it that cannot be ignored. Because we all know Atiku is desperate. Atiku has been plunging and been thwarting, for 3-4 elections back. Because if he had, sat back and go,
Sorry, sir. Sorry, Mr. Jara. It's not as if I'm trying to cut you short, but at this point, I don't want us to talk down on any person that is in the ADC. Because the truth is that this space is being heard by everybody. See, we are in a coalition. I don't think this is the best time to talk down on Atiku, whether it's desperate or not.
Patrick, look, let's face it. No. We've gone past that stage. No, Patrick, please,
Sir,
please,
wait.
please.
I know
what you're saying. Patrick, I know exactly what you're saying. We've been on this road several times. This is not the time to start, sorry, let's be strategic. The only strategy, we all know what will happen. Don't let's be blunt. Let's go all out. If all of us are gonna be going to ADC and form a block, let's be blunt on what we want. It's a coalition. We cannot be saying that, it's a coalition. Let's go through it. Let's respect the process. Come on. We need to let the whole world know where we stand and what we want.
Yeah, but we can do that without talking down on anybody. Let's not talk that. We can project our.
Who is that? You just came up. You just practically came up, New Nigeria. I just said let him have his mind, please. Can you do that?
Listen, it is not. I'm not talking down on Atiku. If I say Atiku is showing desperation, that's not talking down on Atiku.
Hold on, Jara. Maybe people always take words and they only interpret it negatively, oftentimes. But I've not seen anything that Jara said that is pulling. I mean, that is this. How do I put it? That is pulling down at Atiku.
That is condescending. I'm not pulling down Atiku. I'm just saying that the man has shown desperation. Yeah. I'm just showing a pattern. I'm just insisting on a pattern. I'm just showing a pattern. We've seen the pattern over the years. Year in, year out. We all know what Wike is saying in his camp. So I'm not talking down on an Atiku. If I tell you the kind of relationship I had with Atiku in the past.
Jara, we can't hear you anymore.
Are you there?
I think he got it. He dropped off anyway.
It's good to let people express themselves. Honestly, I think that at this stage, it's good to allow people to express themselves. other than them pretending here and then going behind the back and doing what they want to do.
I
I
agree.
think the way we move forward is let people speak, let people express themselves, and then we'll find a way to come together.
If people don't express, you won't get to mitigate the issues. So let people express so that we can mitigate the issues. We don't speak. Let's not, especially I can dice Agbado boys. If I will slice them into pieces, but our own was make sure that we come to that middle point always, all the time. Yeah, but the fact must be said. That is me. I don't gloss issues and I don't do political correctness. All right, let's keep the conversation going. Field Marshal, I don't know if you want to speak. I've not seen your hand up, but you've been up since the morning.
All right. Yes. You know me now. I go always like talk, but I know they talk plenty talk. Yeah. Can you hear me? Please
Yeah,
confirm if you can hear me.
loud and clear.
All right. Yeah. Good evening, guys. Good morning. Good night. And good afternoon, wherever you're spacing from. It's a good day today. I think Peter Obi showed that he's a class of a politician, even if people underestimated him. He woke up the dragons today, the dragons of the East. You can see them all lined up. You understand? I can even confirm that he moved the Baba himself. He can't pay Baba to Enugu, and that is a night. So everybody, we have started. Here we go. We are going. You understand? We are in the ADC now, and we want to show our might, political might, and which I believe we had everything. Just that I didn't want to play nasty. We had all the political maneuvering. Today was like a wake up for most people, even myself, who is not from the East. I think I saw the reincarnation of the Odumegu Ojukwu, if you know what I'm saying, and those that are children of history will know what I'm saying. I think Peter Obi has stepped into that toga of a Eastern leader. Even if I don't see Peter Obi as a politician from the East, I see him as a national politician, or at least it's good once in a while you wear that turban that gives you that look. I think what happened today is significant in our politics, and we should savor in it and then give us a way to go. I understand what Jara was saying, and we all need to be wary of the fact that we need to start working. Let's stop the permutation for now. And when the time for the primaries come, the campaign will speak for itself. We'll give everybody a dose of it. But now is the time for us to strategically look at what we should be doing going into the ADC. I think I would like to encourage everybody to, if you are an obedient and you are in your state structure, please contact your state coordinator and get your ADC card. That's just what I want to tell us. Everybody, go to your grassroots and build your base. Even if you are 7, even if you are 20, build your base, attend meetings, be involved in the politics. That is the only thing I will just advise everybody. Be involved. Stop listening to data boys. They don't even know politics. They don't. When we'll be telling them all of these things, they think we were joking. So please, I would encourage everybody to go to their grassroots. If you're in the diaspora, look for a way to support your grassroots. Your grassroots is more important than anything. Look for a way to identify with your grassroots and then support them. Because the more we have a grassroots, the more we have strong polling unit agents. You understand? Just imagine you are a strong obedient and you are a ward executive. Who else will be a polling unit agent if not you? You understand? So it is good that we identify, even if we're not going to be party members, but we should be party ambassadors. We should be ambassadors for Peter Obi. And I know many of us here will say, oh, we are not entering the political party, but always be involved. There are things you can do even if you are not a member of the ADC per se. There is more work to be done. There is work to be done for everybody. Whether you take your party card or you don't take your party card, what you need to do is spread the good news that Peter Obi is the hope for the now politics. 2027, Peter Obi all the way. 2027, Peter Obi all the way. We're going to do a whole lot of rallying in 2026. You understand? A whole lot of rallying. So everybody should prepare themselves, prepare your energy, prepare your glucose, prepare your vuvuzela, prepare everything you need to take to war, because it is war. And guys, tomorrow is my birthday. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations. So you are the one that Tinubu want to use to start to do tax problem for us. Now you and tax 1 week tomorrow. No wahala. Anyway,
Jago, do you know that by the virtue of the fact that Tinubu has a conflict of interest on Lagos Calabar Highway, a 14 trillion naira project, do you know that in a same country should disqualify him from collecting any extra penny from Nigeria?
Definitely. Definitely. I know. And thank you for reminding us. It's a very, very crystal observation. Anyways, guys, let us note going forward that anything can happen tomorrow. So let's be frosty and vigilant, because should they go ahead, all right? So I don't know how tomorrow is X, is an unknown. Because should they go ahead, I'm seeing so many people now are saying no to this tax reform. So many people right now. I've read from different quarters, very strong people are now coming up to say no, and that they're going to resist with everything. So we don't know what we're going to wake up to tomorrow. Should these people go ahead or to activate this regime and not suspend it? So guys, be ready. And it is important that whatever happens tomorrow, if Nigerians are filing out, let us in our numbers occupy the space and join them in saying no to this fraudulent tax. In the first, let us not debate. Let me quickly give you some highlights from that famous speech given today by Peter Obi. Very, very rich, qualitative speech given. Some of them is part of them is this. If you tell the people to feast, a leader, if you tell the people to fast, a leader must not feast. But in Nigeria, the current occupant of Aso Rock asked the Nigerian people to fast, sacrifice, austerity measure, for the same person in the same breath, but escalate beast. What yacht, here beast, and whatnot. Repaired the mansion of the vice president that is currently not occupied today with the whopping sum of 23 billion naira. Just in the first year that he got to office. And they told Nigerians that the removal of subsidy is responsible for the economic volatility at the time. So that is one of the highlights. Another thing that I took away is that Nigeria is not a poor country. For those of them who are, pushing that rhetoric, now we are poor, we need to manage. Nigeria is not a poor country. We have been looted into poverty. That's another thing I took away from Peter Obi today. Strong wordings you would say, yes, I agree. Another one is that Nigerians aren't lazy. They were betrayed. Yes, we are not lazy. We were betrayed. And we do not have leaders who would go ahead to say, my people are useless, my people are indisciplined, and my people are senseless. Gone are those days. Providence had provided you with a leader who will not speak down on you, who will recognize your victimhood in this weaponized poverty, who will recognize that you are a victim of your own resources as a citizen, if you are. That is Peter Obi, and he recognizes that fact all day long. In fact, he became so rigid and would sacrifice his own political interest because he would say, whatever we do here that does not represent the interest of the people does not have my yes. But today, that man, he's got his way. Scratch that. Through that man, Nigeria got their way, at the least, the first step in the right direction towards taking Nigeria back from the and the feudal lords. All right. I don't know how many of you saw it today, maybe today or yesterday. David Humai was flogging civil servants because they came late to the field of inspection. In a democratic
That guy is not normal. Honestly, something is wrong with him.
Yeah, he isn't normal. He isn't normal. Today I confirm that guy is not normal. He need to be committed to an institute. And I know they carry water from Mount Talkam. No normal human being should do that. All right. So another thing I took away is that look, this tax of a sin that these people these current people are forcing on down our throats is a social contract. It's like the debit side and the credit side of a ledger. If you debit the other side, there must be the corresponding credit entry. So these accounts that these ruiners are currently forcing to withdraw from is with empty balance, and courtesy them, yet they want to withdraw. It is a social contract that when you invest into, it pays you back. But these people are going the abnormal way. My mentor will always say, to keep and retain your sanity in our insane space render you mad. So you must be insane to be able to cope with the abnormality of our state. So what does that mean? Insanity is our normal, and that is why we are experiencing this. If not, you would not break the back of people that you are sufficiently aware that on a daily basis they are ripped off their purchasing power. Yet you would tax them because you've got no clue or another means of generating income, or because no nation will deal with you because you are illegitimate. And that is why in 3 years, this man has not attracted one single foreign direct investment into this country. How do you want the country to grow? All they have indulged in is what we call portfolio investment, which at best rather, is a short-run investment plan for a nation. But what will he do? In the absence of nothing, he makes do with the available. And that is what they are doing, borrowing up and down and then selling bonds and securities to their cronies. That is where we are. Another thing that I took away there is that we have a year right now to determine who did not go to school and who went. We have a year to determine who has a certificate and who does not. We have a year to do that. And the man made it abundantly clear to be already compromised umpire the Independent National Electoral Commission and told them, you're already weak, but we expect and look forward to you doing the right thing. And if not,
he said it's no longer pre-election matter.
yes, thank you. It's no more pre-election matters. Yeah. So, and he said, he further concluded and said, if they refuse to do the right thing, we shall resist by every means necessary. That means every legal means necessary. Let me not quote him out of context. By every legal means necessary. And that includes you and I taking our sovereignty into our hands. That's what it means. By every legal means necessary. We'll create our own Fifth Amendment to take back power from these people if they play hanky panky in 2020. So I tell them in my own language, rig and die. Chief B, please go ahead, give your reaction. Then we'll come to Trust Saya and Nicholas.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so well said. So, I still maintain that, honestly, Peter Obi is the answer to the prayer of millions of Nigerians. But unfortunately, a lot of people cannot recognize it, including people in APC that are the downtrodden and are currently looking forward to, a brighter future. But ignorantly, they are currently with the group that is abusing Peter Obi and saying so. It's so different from all these other politicians because the kind of politics that we play in Nigeria is these people see politics as an investment. You go in, you invest some money and you make more money. So you put money into campaign and all of that. And once you get into office, your primary assignment is to recoup your investment. That's why the books are no longer balancing. That's why you see somebody like the Minister of Finance. I think it's being sidelined because the guy sometimes, not all the time, sometimes comes out with the truth. And that truth is always very okay. And these taxes, it's just unfortunate that they are widening the tax net, creating discomfort for a lot of Nigerians to continue to fund their lifestyles that a lifestyle of corruption. Imagine the taxpayers' funds in the hands of somebody like Yahya Bello. Yahya Bello, other things minister, to become a senator in 2027. I think it's been pushing now. They say he wants to replace Natasha. Imagine the taxpayers' funds in the hands of even Akpabio. Okay? Honestly, this is Nigerians are the best set of people that can ever come across. It's a very terrible situation. Anyway, the thing about the tax is that tomorrow you are not going to not feel anything. Because the reporting is, you report tax in arrears. So the date that people should be worried about is the next reporting period, which is going to be next year. Coincidentally, it's going to be just around after the next presidential elections. So what you're going to see, is that they're going to take it easy. Data, they're going to be collecting data. The data they're going to use to fight next, because statutorily, you file your, for example, the returns that are going to be due this year are the taxes that you paid last year. Okay, so 31st of March for income taxes, and I think May for between April and May for corporate income taxes. So this year, what is still going to play out is what happened last year. Next year is the real deal. Okay, that's when they're going to really come out, and that's when most people will feel the brunt. Apart from the
people who are paying pay. Okay, if you are paying pay, your January salary is going to reflect the new tax rate. And if you are on the other side, where you are not within the low earning bracket, you are going to see it immediately. So that's where you're going to see. But we can fight it. We can still fight it to ensure that this fraudulent law is not forced on the people. Okay, because as we speak today, we still don't have, or the people still don't have the version that House of Representatives that is different from the gazetted version. Yeah, so it's just such a shame that we've allowed this administration to even spend the day, not to talk for 4 years. Well, we'll survive. We'll survive. So who is the next person to speak?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. Good saver, yes. Dago, Dago. Thank you, the warrior. Thank you, sir. Quickly, we must come to collective understanding as a Nigerian and people who believe in the Peter Obi as our own candidate and as our president. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. Number one work, I'm talking from the perspective of the negotiator. Number one work, I think, is before is to go and repose the confidence in our people in Lagos State. Many of them many of them economic sabotage, their houses have been demolished. And sometimes I sit down and like, this bad man in Aso Rock has brought this bitterness, this politics of bitterness into Lagos State. I can say 99% of jobs in Lagos State, if not for the Igbos, I don't think we can even share the money we share every year as aborigines. The Igbos have come to develop Lagos State for us. They've made it more conducive, more serene. In terms of economy, they've made Lagos State become one of the best up where they are rating an international recognition. But sadly, this bad man has brought bitterness, wickedness. When he was governor, he was not signing most of this CFOs. He was signing and was Jeusoke, Jeusapo. Now our brothers felt so bad. People are being trapped under the Niger House in Lagos Island. Sometimes it makes me feel too bad. I told someone, I said, look, if it's possible for you to just turn to Alex Otti, and the man should just walk down to the door and speak to someone, please. I learned that some of my people have trapped under. Please, can I bring the excavator and let's start working? They said those guys are still trapped there. So this thing sometimes gives me this bitterness and anger. So I'm going to work it because I'm working for my children's future. I'm not working for anybody. I'm working for my own children and children unborn. Because enough is enough. We cannot continue like this. Someone will pass law. It will tell you they will go behind and make altercations. And at the end of the day, these people are just being crazy. I'm sorry to use these words here, but they are frauds.
what he has been doing in Lagos is the same thing he has decided to do here in Nigeria. The taxes they're talking about will be handled by Alpha Beta of his own. The same modus operandi. You will see him coming up with different types of lies and figures and all. And now we know his books have never been known to the public. So please, I want to plead. All of us need to work. We need to go straight to the nucleus of our voting system, which are our people. In Lagos, we don't have problem, but the only problem we have is intimidation. They want to intimidate our non-speaking Yoruba people. They want to tell them, don't come out, oh, this and that. But there are ways we are going to go around it. My team and I will be able to come with what they call silent vote initiative, where you don't even tell them where you are going, but we know where we are going. And we have our meetings. Because we need to use that number of non-speaking Yoruba indigenes in Lagos State and Yoruba at large. A lot of Yoruba people did not come out during the local government elections. Many of them, they are so fed up, they're tired. The few people you see with the data boys that come on X, they are people that eat from the crumbs. They are not even well. When you look at them, you know they are suffering. So I'm begging all of us. His Excellency Peter Obi has declared today an intention has been known. He has opened a fire within us. As I'm talking, I don't know if they put it off. Arena in Oshodi was on fire. It is high time maybe the Igbo guys should come together and have what they call a security outfit of their own, where all their businesses are will be taken over. If Arena that is owned by the military establishment can get born in that magnitude, it tells us that something psychologically is wrong. Some people are behind it. So enough is enough. Enough is enough. Because we are discouraging these people from voting. We are not making them happy. So please, we are ready. They said on the 1st. I know that tax law or tax fraud will not fly. No matter how they try, because one, they're going to discourage lots of people from going to banks. There will always be a way to evade tax. There's no how a tax can be so perfect. If they like, let them go and beat Taiwo Oyedele, 1 million of him. They call him the tax group because he has the ICANN and ACCA. To hell with him. We are waiting. There will be a way. Within a month, we must be able to sit down and say, okay, these are the loopholes and we'll work it out. Because enough of this nonsense. You are telling us to pay tax and you cannot even accountable for what you are spending. You spend money like what Obasanjo called him during the time he seized the local government allocation. He said on money no kuno. Only I can't release this money for money no kuno. And the same thing has exhibited. You can see the result he was putting on during your festival. You can see the thousands of dollars. Is that kind person will now tell us to come and pay tax and we'll follow him? No. Enough. I put it on one of my time. I said, you guys played the Obama game at that time, 2015. I think the game is on now. I think our Excellency should reach out to anybody that can assist him. Enough. I think we need interference. If they can go to that extent, calling Jonathan names, going to the US, putting all sort of evil stigma on Jonathan because they want to be in power. I think enough is enough. The same should be done to them. I hear the mic, sir. Thank you, Baba Jagun. Thank you, Chief.
All right. Thank you very much, Truth Sayer. Well said. Okay. Let me quickly inform us, guys. I put up here the smart ballot link, so that if you would want to acquaint yourselves to that application, some of these days we'll come again to talk about that application again very soon. Sometimes ago, a few days ago, we spoke exclusively about it, and we met the operator. The developer and the promoter. All right, so but it's up there on the JT. If you want to acquaint yourself with it, please go ahead. And of course, I want to also inform us that we should increase and up the tempo on the campaign against the tax fraud. So I put on the Jumbotron a post that I make sometimes ago that went viral. I'm repeating it again. Let us push it to say no to the tax regime. Yes, we don't know if they will be postponing the activation, but if not, tomorrow is X Factor. We don't know how it will swing. I just thought I should bring that to our notice as we run down the space today. All right, still talking about the event that went on in the morning, the declaration, and how, from the Blues, ADC clinched East, and East is got a new leader in Peter Gregory Obi Okute. Who's going now? Okay, Nicholas. Yeah, I see your hands, Zach. But let's take those that were up before you came in. Yourself and New Nigeria will go afterwards. Nicholas, go ahead. I don't think Nicholas is available. All right, Zach.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Dr. Jagon, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. And I convey the same message to all the folks on this space. I want to start by saying congratulations to Obedience. Today is a great day in the history of our country because for the first time in a long time, there's some sort of hope. Obedience are back, and we've kind of resurrected. It's not as though we were dead. We were just waiting for our leader to make his move. And even though a lot of people were doubting his move, I'll assure you, I never for once doubted. I did not know he was going to be joining a new ADC for sure. I thought he was going to form a new party, but this tells you that he has been very unpredictable with his moves, and I think it's a very good thing. Again, I'll say it's a great day because the person who came second and the person who came third in the last election have come together to join one party. And when I say the person who came second and third, of course, we all know that the two of them were rigged. Many of us here will argue that those guys were actually first and second. But it's nice to finally see them in the same party, right? It's a great thing. So imagine if the followers of these men come together. I'll tell you, Tinubu will be out by the next election. It's nice to see someone like Aisha Yesufu, who has never been a member of any political party, finally pick up her ADC card. Many of you know that, yeah, she's politically involved, but she hardly backs any particular person. But with Peter Obi, she has actually been very committed. And she has a lot of following. And you'll be surprised. A lot of her followers will finally jump on board. And the good thing about someone like Aisha Yesufu is that she's from the South, but she appeals to a lot of people from the North. And I think that's a good thing. Obi has finally given life to ADC. I mean, ADC was literally dormant before he came in. Now, I'll also let you know that I am cautiously optimistic and a little bit skeptical because of the likes of El Rufai in the party, right? I know that many people have issues about this. Some people believe, you have to. It's a coalition, so you kind of have to work with different types of people. But we as obedience need to keep Obi in check. We also have to ensure that the likes of El Rufai don't bring up, their ideals or their ideologies to kind of, take lead of our mandate. I'm also skeptical because of the judiciary. The judiciary is corrupt as F, corrupt to the core. I will say that we have to keep our eyes on the judiciary. We must keep our eyes on them. We must continue to keep our eyes on the judiciary. That's for sure. I'm skeptical because of INEC. INEC is a corrupt institution, right? Also, the dollarization of our elections and primaries, right? That's one thing that really bothers me. But I think that if obedience en masse flood the ADC as card-carrying members, it will be very difficult to actually dollarize the primaries, right? So I feel as though that we have a lot of work to be done, right? Obi talked about the election of the education of Tinubu. He said we need to make sure that Tinubu has the right qualifications and all that. That's a good way to start, but really think about it. What will INEC do? We all know that there are discrepancies about his education, but INEC is not going to do anything. So we need to be cautious about that, right? Again, I want to say, let's keep Obi accountable. Let's keep our eyes on the judiciary. But I feel as though Obi is too gentle. He needs to fight dirty, right? He needs to be more vicious in his fights. Right? Even the archangel, Angel Michael, for those of you who don't know him, Google him. You'll see him fighting the devil with his sword. That's what Obi needs to do. He needs to channel his inner Angel Michael and destroy the devil, right? Because APC will not go down easily. Those guys they're here to stay, but the combination of Atiku and Obi, I believe, will be able to push them out. Again, the work is just about to start. If we think we worked very hard last time to get to where we were, that's true, but we're joking. We need to work 100 times even harder this time. Again, I want to congratulate Obedience. Great job, well done. The work only begins now. Thank you. I yield the mic.
Thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Sorry, I was trying to put together the list of my worst 2025 Nigerians. I'll be releasing that record pretty soon. All right. Yeah, look out for it. I will release it very soon, the next 1-2 hours. Okay, let's move forward. Let's take, I don't know if Nicholas is around now. If not, we just come to Florence. Okay, I thought not. Florence.
Yeah, Jagun.
Oh, okay.
Jagun.
Finally.
Yes. Good evening,
Good
Jagun.
evening to you.
And good evening, everybody. And first, I would say congratulations to everybody for being alive the last day of the year 2025. That has been a very tough year because a lot of things have happened. A lot of persons have died. Understand? Nigerians have experienced the worst phase in our history. And for us to be alive till this moment, well, is something we need to be grateful to God and to congratulate ourselves. And we hope to see each other next year. Now, as regards the submission, I think today is a historic day for me. However, I will say about a week ago, I never saw it coming because for me, I have more like diverse opinions. I was one of those persons that believe in the school of thought where people should have gone into a new party. Why was I having that school of thought? I had that school of thought because one, LP is more like is a no approach or direction. And the ADC at a point, you understand, to me, was also a place, it wasn't a way to go because I assumed or I believed that it's a structure that has already been designed to work in a particular way that will not favor us. So, and based on that, I felt the only options we had was going to a new party. So I had that school of thought 100%. However, so along the line, and when the dynamics start changing, and when people had the session he had with us in Twitter, I think some days ago, that was when I had a change in mind. Because for me, as a person, I like listening to people, and I tend to read meanings to every word I hear. I must always attach meanings to it. And if you look at what Pio says clearly, you should be able to get convinced that yes, this man knows what he's doing. And what I ask myself most times is, the coalition started sometimes in July or in June, and this is December, 6 months away. After that time, he had an opinion or a position, which was basically, I'm not ready to go into any coalition that does not represent the interest of Nigerians. And he maintained his position in every situation. Even before I had any opportunity of saying his position, he maintained the same position. The last time when we had this heated debate, understand, where we granted that interview, the recent interview granted that was more like that created a lot of controversy everywhere. It was still in that regard also about having a direction, the zonal stuff to the south and the rest. But so along the line, we heard of the meeting he had. And we were in the meeting and he spoke to us. We heard him directly. There was not an interpreter anywhere. We heard from the horse's mouth directly. And it was very clear. Going by what he said, understand, and what any rational human being who really supports people and has to believe him will ask himself is, between June and December, what happened? Something has happened. I wasn't within my own convention. I believe something has happened. There have been some discussions. There have been some compromises. There have been some agreements that must have been reached. And as long as he's comfortable with whatever decision has been reached, that must have made him to have a change of thought. I'm okay with it. That is why we are here today. And I strongly believe that if he's ready to go into the coalition, then I still believe that he's going in there because he believes that the interest of Nigeria now will be protected. And if that is the case, then every doubt or ambiguity in the minds of any Nigerian or anybody who supports him should not be there any longer. So I would like to speak to most of us that have a diverse opinion, a different opinion, even up till now, who still believes that some persons should not be in the coalition by virtue of their character or past deeds. Please, for us to move forward, you understand, let us give up. You see, in every society, everybody cannot be like you. Even within a family, people behave differently. So we must be ready to coexist and carry people along and tolerate people's behavior. You see, even when you are in a place where people, okay, like if everybody went to school, are you telling us that when you were in the university or in schools, everybody knows that cultism is something that is very bad and it was treated as at that time, and it's still bad. Now, when you were in school, I did a particular course and admitted in the school to do a particular course. In that your classroom, in that your class, The question is, did you have colleagues who were cultists? Yes. Did you run out of the class because they were there? No. You were there for an objective. Most times, people do things in common, understand? You do things in common. You understand what I'm saying? You were there, you did things in common throughout your period in university, maybe 5-year program, course 6 years. You were there with them, you coexisted, you did things in common. So what is the problem? We should learn to coexist with people and to tolerate people's views. You can't change them. However, we should be able to work with people, take the best we can take from them, and look, because no matter how bad anybody is, understand, everybody has a value. Everybody has a value. So we should look how we can optimize those values from those people and move on. When people come and start telling us we have to gauge this man, we have to gauge that man, we have to monitor him, please, let's not do that. This is politics. We need everybody's vote. On the election date, during the election, do we go out and say, oh, only Christians, only people who are morally sound or right should be the ones to vote? We can't say that. If on election day, just somebody who is a killer, a kidnapper, a killer, understand, or somebody who have been persecuting Christians coming to vote for, you will even ask him, come, who are you voting for? If you can even convince you to vote for your candidate, why didn't you ask him first that, okay, yes, are you a criminal? What is your moral status? Do we ask that question first before allowing people to vote? So please, let us not go there. There are some questions, concerns that are beyond our pay grade, understand. If today P happens to become the flag bearer of the party and he happens to win, he knows what to do. He knows the right decisions to take that will be in the interest of Nigerian people. We cannot take those decisions for him. So please, let us not be discussing issues that are beyond our pay grade, because most of those issues have more like they have a multiplier effect on our overall objective. Then thirdly, we mentioned somebody said something about that we should continue having our eyes on judiciary. I don't want to agree with you because I don't want my eyes to be on the judiciary. My eyes will not be on INEC. And that is why when Pio made that statement he made today, that we have about 1 year into the election. And within this period of 1 year, we should ask the right questions and take the right decisions. We should know people's credentials. As regards our electoral laws, we should know people's credentials and know who and who is contesting. Do they have the right credentials? We should ask those questions and do the right thing. Look, INEC is just an institution. It's a vessel. It's a vessel. And if we Nigerians refuse and decide that, look, INEC, you won't do this, I can bet you, I am 100% convinced that we can force INEC to do the right thing. Even if the INEC chairman is Tinubu himself or his wife, we can force him to do the right thing. As long as what we are demanding is within the laws of is within a constitutional provision. So the question is that, do we have guidelines? Yes, we have guidelines. They are clearly stated there. Last election period, yes, we don't were present in court because we had an option of being in the court. And we brought up those issues and they said, oh, these are pre-election matters. So what do we need to do now? Before Pio made that statement, I know he knows what to do. And if I'm in his position, I know what to do also. I will fight with my last blood, even if I need to be in INEC office every day with crowd and make sure they don't work, understand? Get international communities, get everybody to get involved. And we must fight, and we will make it clear to them that, look, if you don't do the right thing, this election will not hold. It will not hold. And election won't hold doesn't mean that the man will, the Korean government will continue. They won't continue. They will stop at the time they need to stop their disintervention. But the election will not hold until you do the right thing. So that things we need to do intentional to force these people to look. There are institutions mandated by human beings that are like you and I. The only difference they had is because they assume they are in the lawless community, a lawless environment where they can do things the way they want to do, but we can checkmate them and force them. When they realize that we are intentional, then they will do the right thing. Because the man we have the national law is a criminal, and he doesn't have a shame. Me and you will know that as I'm here for me, the only thing, one of the things that we all have values, understand what I'm saying? But the man, they don't have value. And he doesn't even mind being stripped naked in the marketplace. That is bad for you. He doesn't care as long as what he wants, he achieves what he wants. So it should be out for him. Anyhow he wants it, we should be ready to give it to him. And we should make it clear to him. That is why I'm happy we are in the coalition. So we cannot have the numbers, and whatever he wants, we'll have it. And he will get it. So please, I beg all of us, we need everybody to enable us fight this battle. Because you cannot fight it alone. I and you can't fight it alone. But it's something we have to come together as collectives to achieve this objective. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nicholas, for your take. Well, oftentimes I say it and I will repeat it. We cannot gauge all reactions, just as you have rightly said. If you flip what your statement, you would also agree that we cannot gauge the reaction of everybody, and people will always give their reaction. I mean, that's the beauty of an egalitarian society, as it should be. Yeah. So persons will have their opinion and their thoughts, and there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah. So all we have just to do is to continue to talk, like General will say. We continue to talk. My mentor again will say, talk is not golden. I mean, talk is golden. Yeah, and it has led us to where we are. Okay.
Yes, my brother Jago. You know, I'm your co-host now, unofficial co-host. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry, my brother. I appreciate
Yeah.
you, but you see, my brother, today is a day of celebration. Today is not for boast bass and everything. And if you listen, I didn't listen to a big speech. I'm just speaking down, I joined late and everything. Our Oga says unity, unity, unity. We are not blind, we are not naive. We are just on the highway. We are the one that are the eye person. We don't want to insult anybody. We are respectful, just like our elder brother. You know what I'm saying? But being respectful does not mean we are stupid. All right? We have our strength. So we don't want to bash anybody, especially when we're under the same canopy now. Arise and shine. The handshake is there. Let's welcome everybody. And everybody that is on our side, we're not supposed to disrespect them. As a matter of fact, if I go anywhere and they're disrespecting anybody in the coalition, I'm going to wear my garment of what is it called now? Of ninja, and begin to fight. So nobody has the right to insult or disrespect anybody that is under this canopy. Okay? We don't have no umbrella. We've got canopy. So our canopy is so huge that has accommodated everybody. So we're going to work together as a family, okay? That is not to be said. I just listened to his message now on YouTube, okay? So please, unity, 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 unity. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I agree with you. Let's speak unity. Yeah, but I have to establish again, like I said, because there are dissecting voices, does not remove the fact that we are striving at unity. There will always be those who would have differentiating opinion. Yes, and it does not remove unity. It is just what it should be. We can all not sleep and face the same direction. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. But what I'm saying is, when we are doing this, we should not be disrespectful. That's just what I'm saying. Remember, we are the standard. You remember, we are the ones that are laying the ground for people to follow for this new Nigeria. We can do things with decorum, we can do things with respect, and still put out our message out there. That's just what I'm saying. Remember, a new Nigeria is here. We're going to say Happy New Year to New Nigeria tomorrow. So that's what I'm saying. We can be expressive without being disrespectful. That's just what I'm saying. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'm sure that we all get the message. Yes, that you are passing. Florence. Again. Okay, I guess Florence is not there. Okay, let me seize the opportunity to wish everyone. My sister. Yeah. Oh, okay, Florence. Go ahead, please.
Everyone on the space. I joined quite late, so I just wanted to add one or two. Can you still hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Speaking about the coalition, I know I've had certain people say we just want to rescue Nigeria first and all. But for me, I would say it is not about rescuing Nigeria from APC. What we're looking for is beyond, rescuing Nigeria. So no matter what it takes, let's just grab Nigeria from APC. You get, that would be like repeating what APC did in 2015. We are more or less intentional about what we're looking for. What we're looking for is a new Nigeria, a Nigeria that works for everybody, irrespective of who you are, where you're from, your status, your class, whatever. So I like to make that clear that what we want is a better society. And we all know who is, person that can actually give us that better society. And we also plead with the ADC to do the right thing by giving us, that person that our heart yearns after, that the youth are, ready to go out at his command to say, you know, we are ready to fight as long as it takes to get this new Nigeria. We all know the person that can give us that new Nigeria, no matter how hard or how much everybody tries to, pretend about it or try to be civil or try to not to say certain things. Um, we know who is who, and that's what we are asking for. We don't just want to, deliver Nigeria from APC. We want to deliver Nigeria and put Nigeria on the pedestrian of growth, of change, you know, that can affect the life of every Nigerian positively. I'll leave it here for now, Mr. Jaga. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very, very much, Florence. Let me seize this opportunity and painstakingly take the time to call us one by one and wish us a happy new year that will be rolling into in less than 5 hours. In less than 5 hours will be, I think, yeah, in less than 5 hours will be rolling into the year 2026. So for those of us that will be together on these streets, holding it down, standing barricade, and pushing and fighting for a better cause and a new Nigeria. I salute your courage. I salute your camaraderie. I salute your doggedness. And trust me, I love you because you stand for humanity. Florence, thank you so very much for being there through the years and for being always part of these spaces that we put together to discuss the issues around the country, particularly those issues that they do not want us to know about, those ones that they fly under the radar. My sister Moni, it's always a joy to have you, speak the facts and the truth, each time, whether it is convenient or not, you always do the talking, no matter whose horse is God. Um, this trait is one rare trait that separates true human from those who have sold themselves to slavery. Truth sayer, thank you very much for always being part of the fight for humanity. Freedom will come at last. It may be a long walk, but we will get there. Truth. The watchman, um, even though you've had your share of the terrorist threats to your life countless times, you're still here, and we are almost there. And you have been vindicated, and somehow, I think someone is fighting your cause for you and is taking revenge on your behalf.
adúpẹ́ o ọwọ́ mi lókè ẹsẹ̀ lókè o adúpẹ́ o.
Swiss revenge, I think. Swiss revenge, yeah.
A now disgraced country will be a country full of grace. A good happy new year. A good happy new year by Peter Obi. Now new year gift Peter Obi give us. We can walk confidently into the new year. Yes, go.
Thank you very much, the watchman. Nicholas, my brother. Well done, well done, well done to you. I cannot appreciate you enough for this journey that we've together been on. It's a long walk, like I said earlier, but painstakingly we'll walk it through, and at the end we'll be able to say this is how far we have come. Zach, well done, brother. Stephen, yeah, you are not a stranger to this street. Only Oduniki, Ishaimo Loko. You are not a stranger to this street. People know you and the works you are doing, particularly on the Save the Nigerian Christian. Yeah, more grace to your elbow, and may posterity be kind to you and your kind. Fatai Ibrahim, the one who have created the community for all Nigerian nurses to be part of and share, hope of a better time for them. Great work that everyone is doing in all our within our capacities. We are doing one thing or the other. Yeah, thank you very much. So our dear mommy Anka Dede, well done, ma. You are one of those that always give me the hope to continue, because our mommy shouldn't even be bothering herself, with our nation and our fight. But here she is, day and night, come sun, come rain. She's always out there giving her best for a new Nigeria. History will remember you for good, and posterity will be kind to you, my sister. I mean, our dear mommy. Hey, the man that only works when it is chasing something or something is chasing it. Kolade, the man that mediates between the lines, always steadily holding the cord together and not letting it break, even though he sternly does it without breaking his compromise. Well done, Kolade, for all you do on this street. Yeah, posterity also will be kind to you and your family. Yeah, and in extension to your extended family. Jara, my dear brother, your intellectual prowess is not it's not oblivious to everyone. We acknowledge the good works you are doing and the context of your intelligence that you use in driving issues on this space. Bucci, well done, my brother, for all you do. I appreciate you so much for your steadfastness. You're always here, pushing and doing your beat. And I would not be, I'll be disillusioned if I say that you are quiet even in your community. You must be doing something. I'm sure of that, because you're always active here. Dr. Talatu, a woman who is currently hot. She's firebrand right now. She just recently declared herself, just like Taubi did today. And she's all out. Yes, that fire is radiating. It won't stop. It will only get better in 2026. And together, we will walk the street to claim back our country. Kingsley, many don't know you, but I do. I'll still keep you under wraps. But many don't know you and what great works you are doing, but I do. You don't talk, you don't, often engage on this basis, but the great work you have done in the background has gone a long, long way. When you talk about smart ballot, you talk about Kingsley. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much, Kingsley. Apoli, well done, brother. Well done. Will, well done to you. Malam Mohammed, Jennifer, Ami. All these are our people that are always there with us. The Surge, well done. My dear sister Priscilla, the firebrand. I love our ladies that are firebrand. They are my favorite on this space. Very, very strong Amazon ladies. Well done, my sister. Posterity will be kind to all of us. Nigeria must work. Grieved Nigerian. Well done. Big ego babe. My dear sister. Soft and quiet, but yet very stern. Never shift her base. Well done, my sister, for your courage and ruggedness. Ify, Kanayo, Nwaj, Kingsley, the big masquerade, Wednesday. There are so many quiet people that you don't know they are rotten wonders in the background. Trust me, these guys are great. All our best, well done, TK, Oluwafemi, my son namesake. Freedom, God's will. God's will. Regards to you, my dear brother. I greet you specially. Obi, Godfrey, Ugu, David, Olawale, Chimeze, Iyekoa, Gregory, Chris, Sammy, Peterson, K, Chijioke, Hodge, Citadel, Ace, Aquali, Boluwatife, Josie, Esman, DC, Newton, Mr. B. How are you? You valid. You valid. Always valid. I greet you. Where have you been? Ola Gani, Raphael, Dr. Femzi, Andromeda, CK Bonita, the third droption, Faith, Ramsden, FC Gerard, so many of us. Eddie Changet, Chima, Eze, Don, Zach, or for Phil, the Cruise double, Rockstar Hub, Peter, and of course our 17 anonymous listeners. Thank you, every one of you that were with us throughout this year. Trust me, we are not doing in our strength next year. Rather, we are going back to the fire, and we are coming back even stronger and better next year. Yes, because now there is unity and there is a path for us to work together. A new Nigeria is very much possible. Greetings to you all and Happy New Year. Please don't forget my hamper. I'll be waiting. Regards. Please, as we celebrate, let us celebrate within our limit. Let's not throw off our heads as we celebrate. Celebrate, but don't lose caution. Yeah, accidents free as you go in the Yuletide. Best regards and have a good evening.
Thank you, Jagun. God bless you for all you've done. I'm going to, before you press your button, on behalf of the obedient, I want to say thank you to you for holding forth, for giving us this space for us to come forth to talk.
La 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 la.